Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, welcome to the Exodus Squad.
Hi, guys. Good morning.
Good morning, good morning. Y'all are in here like I've never seen you before. And I wish I could say that you were here to see me this morning.
Don't act like that.
I know why y'all are here. We gonna
Don't
get to
act like
that. We gonna get to that. But first, I have a wonderful guest who you may not know. Her name is Stephanie Perry.
Hi, guys.
She's a year-round house sitter, and just this week, last week, I don't know, time means nothing. She was featured in Essence magazine talking about a project of hers, a business of hers, Exodus Summit.
Yay. Yay, us. Yes,
Stephanie, would you like to tell us more about Exodus Summit?
I sure would. Hello, I'm Stephanie Perry. I took my last name off of the StreamYard thing
Mhm.
at the bottom because it's so long. I'm like my whole name and my thing, my handle covers up too much. So I don't know. I just felt like I should tell you that I took the Perry off.
Yeah.
I
But you haven't taken your name off for good. Like that's still your name.
It's still my name.
Okay.
I'm really excited to talk to you guys today. Hello, friends. Rashida and I host Exodus Summit. This is our third year hosting this virtual event. Exodus Summit was just featured in Essence.com as the premier virtual summit for Black women planning to move abroad. Exodus Summit is a virtual summit where you set aside your weekend to come spend some time with us and our speakers teach you how to do a thing. This year, our speakers are teaching you how to make money. Yeah, right. We have 21 speakers, 21 counting ourselves, 21 speakers coming in to teach Black women how to make the money to give themselves the life of their dreams. That's us, right? How to make the money to give ourselves the life of our dreams. Money is not going to stand in the way of us living our dream lives. We're not doing that. And so Exodus Summit 2022 Move Abroad Money happens October 7th through 10th. Get your ticket at exodussummit.com, please. You know it's already October, right? It's time to get your ticket.
I'm still shocked that it's October. Like I still don't really believe that. Like, is it though? Is it okay? So before we get started, because we're talking about what the key to business success, what we believe the key to business success is, and what we believe is taking us really far.
Yeah.
I will tell you, I don't think it's giving away too much to say that this year has been our most financially successful event.
Yeah.
And we'll tell you why in a bit. But first, I want to walk through what the speakers are for this, or who the speakers are and what events, what sessions we're doing. They're words I'm saying. They're just not coming out right.
Okay, I'm gonna drop a link in the chat. Hi, chat friends.
Drop a chat in the link. Do it. Okay, so I'm gonna give you the schedule.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if I'm on the schedule. I don't know. I'm on the schedule.
Surprise.
Listen, Stephanie and I are the last ones on the schedule because we had to make sure everything fit in first. Which brings me to an announcement, which we haven't said yet. We never put this in writing because we don't put anything in writing until we're absolutely committed to it. But we did tell you on some of these videos that we wanted to have a breaking into tech session. We are not going to have one this year.
No.
If you signed up specifically because you wanted to come to the Breaking into Tech session and you don't want any of the other sessions, please email us and we'll refund you. Like we don't, you know about me and Stephanie, we don't want your money if you don't want what you're getting, right? So email us, we will refund you. There is no Breaking into Tech session. That's the only thing that's changed from the schedule as we've described it over time. So let me tell you what we're doing now. We have our first session. Hey, Kathy, welcome to the membership. Our first session is Libria Jones talking. The first night we have our keynote speech. We have a welcome event on Friday. And our keynote speaker is Kirsten Saunders from the team of Rich and Regular with her husband. Very lovely people. Wrote a book. We're giving away 25 copies of that book during the summit, one in every session. To win the book, you sign up. You can either attend the session live or sign up in advance to attend the session for double the entries. Okay, 2 ways to win. All right, Libria is talking about finding remote jobs. Y'all know Libria, she's a queen of remote work. Yes. Ashley in Africa is talking about building a business in a community and a network abroad. And one of the things I love about Ashley's talk is that the way she's doing it, she is building a business that's going to get her residency in another country. Mm-hmm. So this is smart. There's a strategy behind what she's doing. Yes. We're gonna talk about that. It's me. All right, I'm up next. I'll be talking about making money from the knowledge, skills, and talent you already have. So whatever things you know how to do, how do we monetize them? That's me at 11:30. Okay, so ain't nobody signed up for this yet because it literally just got on the calendar.
Yes.
It literally just got on the calendar. So go ahead, click, open a new window, click out of here.
If you're already registered for Exodus Summit, right, and you've already selected your sessions, please take a second, go back over to exodussummit.com and add Rashida's session to your calendar so she doesn't have to feel sometimes. You know how she is, okay?
You know how I am. Know how I am. Also, add Stephanie, she's got to add it too, so add Stephanie's as well. All right. But she's not like me. She's not like that. I'd be like, only 3 people signed up for my session. No, I am. Okay, so yes, that's 11:30 Eastern time. All our times are Eastern time. Yes. So anything we're gonna talk. It's basically about infopreneurship. What do you know, and how do you make money from the things you know that aren't teaching or YouTube or subscriptions and memberships? Because somebody else is talking about all of those things. Next up on the schedule, we have a little break. Our first day, we got a little lunch break. Eat some food, take a break.
It's the only lunch break you get all weekend, okay? One lunch break all weekend. Make it a good
Try to make the first day the easiest day because you're going to have to ease into it. It's the easiest day. All right. The next is the 3 secrets to earning the salary you deserve. Tina's going to tell you, you have a job, maximize the money you get from that job. Next, Teacher Jade will be teaching you how to earn an income teaching anything online. Yeah. You want to teach English? Teach English. You want to teach underwater basket weaving, right? You want to teach
how to paint
a plant alive, how to paint a wall
for YouTube videos.
How, right? Like we're gonna teach all that stuff. You're gonna learn how to teach all that stuff. Yeah. I actually did learn this online. I saw somebody else do it, and I was like, I think that would look nice. Boom, done. All right. And then on the first day, we also have a bonus session for everybody has the all access pass. You can get a bonus session with Teen about getting a little bit more in depth about what to do when you're trying to get that salary, that increase in your pay. And there'll be a lot of time for Q&A. In all of the sessions we're doing throughout the time, throughout the session, there'll be about like 15 minutes of Q&A in all the regular sessions, but there'll be more time in the bonus session. Okay. That gets us through the first day. I'm going to pause and do some other stuff before we get to the second day, but I want to say this. The bonus sessions, every session that's all access only is an interactive session. We only have so much room in the interactive sessions. That's right. After that, if you still want to pay for the all access pass for replays, you can. I haven't checked this morning, but as of last night, we had about 150 spots left in all access. So not everybody who wants to upgrade to get into these bonus sessions is going to be able to get into these bonus sessions. Because when we hit our cap, we're done.
Rashida is a rule follower. Rashida is an attorney. Okay. So I would oversell. Okay. I would overbook. I would be like the airlines. I would overbook because some of y'all aren't going to come to the all access pass sessions. But Rashida is not going to overbook this summit. She's not going to oversell these seats. Okay.
Because I know the first time someone can't get in, they're going to be like, money, send me my, I'm going to do that. I'm going to play it with y'all. I'm not going to have you talking about me on the internet. I bought a ticket and they wouldn't let you see how y'all talk about United when they don't let you in on flights. Y'all not going to be on the internet talking about me like I'm United. So we're not doing that.
We're
not doing that. When we're done, it's done. It's done. All right.
Yes.
So if you want to upgrade, know that probably by the time we start on Friday, we'll be out of all access passes. I wouldn't be surprised if it happens sooner. If you're watching this, I'm telling you now. Get your all access pass. We're also going to start giving away all access passes, and those are going to count against the people who have them. So, all right. Before we get to Saturday on the schedule, what is the number one key to growing a business, Stephanie?
Oh, I thought you were going to tell me, and I was going to be like, yes, that's it.
Okay, I will tell you. Here's what you need to know about growing a business. You need other people. You cannot grow a successful business by yourself. And for a lot of people who hear that, they think that means, well, what do you think that, if you didn't know anything about running a business, what would you think that meant? You need other people.
I would think, oh, she's telling me I need to fork out a whole bunch of cash before I'm even making any money.
What are you forking out the cash for?
For the highest somebody to do everything. And
that's what we're talking about. Don't hire people. Well, I mean, hire people, but not now. Not if you're just starting. What we mean is that finding people, like-minded people who have the same mission as you, have the same goals as you, have the same priorities as you, that you can team up with, whether that is in a collaborative business or in just as people in the same industry who look out for each other or on projects together. That's the way to get ahead. And that's the way to get ahead in every industry I know of. I mentioned this whenever we went live the other day, must have been Thursday. One of our speakers, Minnie, who's coming to talk to us about fee picks on Sunday. The schedule I just gave you was for Saturday. I know I said I'm going to come to Saturday's schedule, but that schedule is for Saturday. We don't know the days. I know what day 1, day 2, day 3, but like what day of the week that is, I'm going to say it wrong a lot of the time. So check your schedule. That's right. Your online schedule is right. Anyway, what Minnie said when I asked her, like, how do you get in the game and become a successful feetpreneur? And she was like, you collaborate with other people. Like other women say your name. Or your fake name, your only name. They drop your, like, that's how you grow. Other women say, oh, you like my feet? Look at this woman over here. This is how Stephanie and I grew. This is why Exodus Summit exists. We tell you over and over and over again. I feel like some of y'all don't believe us. Exodus Summit would not exist if either one of us had to do it by ourselves. Absolutely not. Even if I had a team of people, I would still be like, who am I going to? No. This exists because it's a collaboration of us, who we are as people and how we are. The fact that we're always working to the same mission, the fact that our priorities are the same makes everything easier. It's hard to have a disagreement when we want to get to the same goal. We might disagree about how to get there, and we do, right? But like at the end of the day, neither one of us really cares about how the sausage is made, as long as there's sausage at the end, right? Like, right? Stephanie, what do you have to say about collaboration?
It's key. Collaboration sometimes is scary for people who are just used to doing everything on your own, because you might have experiences with people who just don't pull their weight. But it just really takes everything to the next level. I don't think there's anything you can create alone that can compare to what you can create with someone else. It just takes it to the next level. Even if you're okay with being the person who does it all alone because you're okay with just being exhausted, right? Which we don't want for you. Even if you're not really concerned with being exhausted and stressed out and worn out, right? Even if that's not the concern, know that when you do something, when you bring in another person or other people, the potential just exponentially increases, just exponentially improves what you would have done on your own.
I see people in the comments saying, oh, how's this going to work for introverts? And Stephanie says she's an introvert. I don't know, but I'm definitely an introvert.
Sheeta thinks introvert means socially mean. Just because I'm not mean to people doesn't mean I'm not an introvert. Sheeta's like, I'm an introvert. I have to leave. We're out having dinner. Rashida will be like, oh, I have to go. Bye.
I tapped out of my people time. And Stephanie will be there for like hours and then be like, yes, I'm an introvert. And I'm like, you talked to like 47 people for 12 hours and you loved it and you felt recharged.
No, I got it. It takes me days to recover, but I'm a talkative introvert. But yeah, we're both people. We have various overlap. We have skill sets that overlap, and we have also very disparate, very separate skill sets that come together to make magic. Right? Make magic, do things that like never, ever would this exist. Would I have been able? So Exodus Summit, I may have tried the first year. I may have tried, but it wouldn't have happened. Everyone would have gotten a refund, right? By the time some problems had come up, everyone would have gotten a refund. And I would have said, well, that's not for me. I might have bought a domain name, right? Which is something I'll do. I'll buy a domain name in a minute, right? I may have thrown up a landing page, but no farther, right? Once I realized, oh, I got this, it requires this. I have no idea how to solve this problem. I don't have any people who to reach out to. I'm one person, right? Yeah, everybody, all 8 people would have gotten their money back, right? So,
and that's the thing, like the thing that works with our skill sets is that like if one of us is trying to figure out something and can't figure it out, we bring it to the table and we try to figure it out, or we see if we can let it go.
Or we cut it out.
Can't do that. So it's not getting done.
That's right.
Okay. All right. If we, you know what I mean? Like if it takes, I'm not about to be crying here trying to put a summit together. I got close this week because I was tired.
We have cried. I have cried.
Yeah. But not. That's usually like a we didn't realize we were here and now we're here moment, but not like a this is so like not like a daily frustrating thing. Right. I don't want to work like that, right? And so the thing that works is that like we're both very good at saying like I want to approach this like this. Okay, I want to approach this like this. All right, go ahead, right? And knowing where each other feels strongly about things. And you don't know this from the beginning. So one of the ways we learned this from each other was that we did a free project first. We did a project. People are always like, well, how do you know you can trust someone with money? And I'm like, we did something that didn't involve any money first, right? Before we were both monetized, we did you weren't monetized then, were you?
No.
Before either one of us was monetized, Stephanie's our idea person. So Stephanie had the idea of doing a YouTube video series, and we worked together and it was easy and we got it done. We learned a lot about each other. Boom, bam, right? Yes. And then to the next time when she came to me, idea person, and said we should do a summit, I was like, okay, sure, we'll try it. But I was the same thing, like we'll try it. If it don't work, everybody gets a refund, right? Like no big deal. And now we're 3 years later.
And 10,000 women later, right? Thousands and thousands of women have been changed because of the work that we do together. We don't take that lightly. We pat ourselves on the back on the regular. Yes, indeed. Go us.
We do good work. And I'm going to say y'all all appreciate it, but I've been in the inbox this morning and I'm going to say there's some strangers in there who don't appreciate our work.
I try to get in the inbox first thing in the morning so
I can see it.
But I can't beat her in there. She's too much of an early.
And your name is burned in my brain. Your name is burned in my brain. Yesterday I almost got somebody out, but I was like, I'm not gonna do it. No, I'm not cussing anybody out today. Not from the Exodus Summit email account. However, if I catch you on the internet.
Rashida is, see, she thinks this means she's an introvert, right? She just.
No. I am an introvert because of other reasons, but I think that people see us online and think that we're both very, very nice people. And then they can say anything.
That's right.
And they don't know that neither one of us is that nice.
We're not that nice. No. You're kind people.
We're kind people.
But we're not nice
people.
No, that's right.
So it's not you guys. We know you guys love us, you know us, whatever. It's the strangers who showed up this past 2 or 3 days.
Thanks, Essence. No, just kidding.
But it's that thing, people who, and that's something as a business owner that you will eventually deal with. When people who don't know you get brought into your universe. If you've made a YouTube video, it's fine when nobody's watching your videos, right? But the more people watch your videos, the more people who don't appreciate you come into your universe, and it becomes less of a closed environment, right? So Essence made it less of a closed environment. Excited about the people it's bringing. Stephanie and I do a lot of the things we do. We do a lot of things together, but one of the things we do is that we do a get your next 3 clients challenge. And we help people get clients, which is why this money thing worked for us really well. We'd help people get their next clients. One of the things we talk about is that you need to attract people you want and repel people you don't. And I think I will say right now, Exodus Summit hasn't done a great job of repelling the people it doesn't want. I'm gonna say that. Next year, I don't know how to do it, right? Because we want you guys, we want you to win. But there are people who are like, oh, you're not our people.
Better than average. I would say the average business owner with this number of people in their sphere probably has more of a struggle than we do. I think we've probably done better than average. I think we get a solid.
So for us, coming in and saying it's by Black women, for Black women, and always centering that in everything we have done has really, really helped. Yeah. But not all Black women are on the same time we're on.
Yes.
And that's, you know what I mean? But if it had been open to everybody, we would have a lot more problems.
Oh, but, can you imagine? Can you imagine?
I don't want to talk about this. Why is the summit focused on this? Why are you doing that? I wanted to, maybe don't buy a ticket. It's fine.
That's right.
It's fine. Anyway, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, so we're talking collaboration. Some of you are doing a thing already, and some of you have an idea for a thing. When you come to Exodus Summit, you have the opportunity to meet with accountability partners. We cannot tell you enough how important it is for you to get yourself into an accountability group, because these are your future collaborators. Whether it's you're going to go in together and create a 6-figure summit together, or I made a YouTube video and she shared it, right? These are the people who are going to be with you. We host a challenge, the Get Your Next 3 Clients Challenge, and some of those women still work together, right? So get yourself into an accountability group. When you join ExodusSummit.com, when you go to ExodusSummit.com, get your ticket, right? That gives you access. The ticket already gives you access to the accountability groups. Use them. When your accountability group says, this is when we meet, put it on your calendar and go. Even if you're going to show up to the accountability meeting saying, I didn't do it, right? Even if you join the Feet Picks accountability group and they say, our first assignment is to join OnlyFans, and you come in and you say, I didn't join OnlyFans. Come to the accountability group sessions. There's nothing like a partner. There's nothing like a partner in getting you to your goals. We're not doing stuff on our own anymore. We don't do that anymore. That's so 2018. We don't do that.
It's so much easier. Because here's the thing. Say you're on OnlyFans. Say there's another platform but has more of a focus on feet. The people there want feet more, but you don't know about it because all you know is OnlyFans, right? Someone is going to come to the accountability group and be like, hey, y'all, I heard about this. Hey, y'all, I did my Googles and I heard about this. You want to try this? Should we try this? And even if you don't want to try it, you have a new idea, right? Oh, they're taking a less of a cut of the money over there, right? Like that's what, because you, as a business owner, it's impossible to know everything you need to know, right? It's impossible. There are literally every day in the business, I'd be like, Stephanie, I don't know how to do, like, can you, I left some things in the inbox because I don't know about them. Stephanie will say the same thing to me, like, I don't know. Take care of it. Like, I don't know. We don't have to know everything. In my own individual business, I have to know everything, which means I have to keep it simpler. If I have to know everything myself, I have to, even if I'm delegating things as a business owner, you still need to know everything.
Yeah.
I have to keep things simpler because I'm like, I wouldn't do all of these moving pieces. Child, that first year when we did 54 speakers, absolutely not by myself.
That was a lot.
Absolutely not. Barely with the two of us, right? Like if it wasn't for having a partner, it would be a lot easier to quit, right? It would be a lot. There are days where I'm like, Stephanie, I'm done. And she's like, no, you're not. she's like, just was like, take a nap, right? Like just go to sleep. We'll deal with whatever this is in the morning. And usually she's been in the inbox or she's done something and she's like, no, it's done. Or I'll be like, I'm struggling with this thing. And archive it. She's been archiving some stuff. She thinks I don't know. I see stuff and I leave it in the box. Like, I'm not going to respond. Stephanie handles it how she wants to respond. And I see her archive. I mean, I can't find it anymore. I'm like, she archived it. I'm gonna email that one lady back. She go get something. You know what I'm talking about? Well, anyway, it's a Sunday morning, y'all. It's a Sunday morning. Child. Okay, so
Can we answer Cassandra's question? Cassandra Kenton.
Yes.
Cassandra says, dumb question. How can an introvert participate in a group? I can see showing up, but participating, let me tell you. So here's why maybe people don't know that I am an introvert. People don't know me, in the real, in my house, don't know I'm an introvert. I have steps. I follow steps, right? When I need to be in a place with people, what do they expect from me? And I've sent this to Rashida, I think at some point. What do these people expect from me, right? Why are they here? And what do I need to prepare? Do I need to prepare some questions, some chatter, some talk, some conversation? Are there other people who can take over and I just follow their lead? And then I block off some time before and after, right? I don't do very well with things back to back. On days when I have to do things with people back to back, it's not for me. I have a sister, I'm 48, right? So maybe I have some extra years of experience in being an introvert, but having to present as an extrovert, right? Mm-hmm. So introvert friends, make sure that you make it as easy as possible for you to get in the room, right? So when we send the link, put the link in the right place, because a small thing will tell you, oh, I'm not going, right? I know that trick. So make it easy.
Late. I'm 2 minutes late. Couldn't find it. Took me a while to find it. I can't just show up in the middle.
Make it as easy. So we'll send you out all the links at one time. I'm pretty sure. I'm not exactly sure. We can't put the links on Hey Summit because Hey Summit will send it to everyone, not only anyway. So we'll email the links out, put the link on your calendar, right? And then understand that you're coming to a session where there are going to be a lot of extroverts who are going to be leading the way, right? Just hang on, find an extrovert and grip her and let her take you for the ride. They pair up, they buddy up. This is a thing that extroverts do. But then also prepare your questions ahead. If you came to a session, if you're going to a bonus session, right? Or the accountability session, prepare some questions ahead of time. And no, I'm not leaving with these same questions. I didn't pay this money to leave here with my questions. That can help force you, if money is a motivator, let that help force you to do what you came to do, right? And then don't put too much pressure on yourself, right? And then leave. When it's over, you did it. High five.
And if all you have that day is showing up, show up. Yeah. If you can't participate, if you're like, I just got to show up with my camera off and listen, that's all I have in me today, do it. Some days I don't even have listening in me. But I say that to myself, but I know I'm always like, I'll go back and listen later. I never do that. I never do that. So I know that if I don't do it live, I'm cheating myself out of that thing. And I have to be okay with that. So but that is one way that's one way I self-sabotage. Is I'll be like, I can't deal with this now. I can't. I've done too much today. There's too much people in today. I can't even listen to them talk. That's me self-sabotaging myself. And so as an introvert, keep in mind, are you the person who's going to go back, or do you need to be there live? And if you need to be there live, is just showing up better than not showing up at all? It is. It is. So if all you have is participation, get you a participation trophy, girl. Go ahead and do it. Right? But at Stephanie's point, if you have questions, if you need to know things, if you have concerns, say that as well.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't want you to slip through the cracks, okay? We don't want that for you. You didn't pay to slip through the cracks, right? You didn't pay for the summit to then slip through. So a little bit of prep ahead of time, and then come in and, we're all friends. It's all friends.
Anyone who makes it actually into the summit is a friend.
Yeah.
We're all friends. Let's talk about Sunday of the summit.
Okay, let's talk about the Sunday sessions.
Sunday sessions. Pam is starting off the day. She's going to talk about how to host guests on Airbnb while you travel. Pam is the one who Airbnb'd only while her daughters were on a break from school and made $50,000 the first partial year she did it and $100,000 the first whole year she did it. Only on vacation. So she didn't interrupt her children's lives at all. Only while they were out of school did she Airbnb and made $100,000 in a year. Life-changing money, number one. Number two, I know a bunch of y'all are like, yeah, but not my place. I'm not letting strangers in my place. Like, they dirty, right? And they break things and they gonna do some stuff. And I don't want them people in my house. Pam is going to tell you from Black woman to Black woman the things that she does to get more comfortable with that and why she's never had a problem. And we've seen her house. Like, she has nice stuff. What I've seen at Pam's house, I'm like, oh, look in the background, like, oh, look at him. I book it. She has things that she doesn't want broken, and they're still there, right? So we're gonna talk about how to Airbnb the place you live, that your sanctuary. How do you let other people in your sanctuary without like freaking out?
Yes. And she's also tapped into a different market on Airbnb, and she's going to talk about that. Not just the casual traveler. She's tapped into a market that pays her more, pays better,
and is probably a better guest.
Yes.
And money helps, right? Next, we're talking to Charisma, who we all know, part of the fam. Who is she here today? I might have seen her. We're going to talk about real estate investing without being a landlord. Super excited about that because a lot of us are like, we hear so much about how like real estate is the way, which sometimes true, sometimes not. But we also hear that a lot of times being a landlord can be terrible. So we're going to talk about how to make money in the real estate market without being a landlord. Charisma has some tips and tricks for us. And it's not like, these aren't tips and tricks like have $1 million and then, right?
Inherit your pop-up's house.
Right. Get a loan from your father for 60 million, right? It's not, these are not the tips and tricks we're talking about. Because that would not be helpful for most of us, right? So you do not need to be a real estate tycoon or come from a family of real estate tycoons for this to be relevant for you. All right. And then on Sunday, our next session is our first panel, and that is going to be feet and phone. So feet pics and phone sex, virtual sexy work that pays.
Yes.
Because what do we want? We want to be paid. Yes. So this is going to be Danny and Minnie, and we're super excited to have both of them on the panel. I think this is, everything I've said so far is Sunday morning. Airbnb, real estate, feet pics, and phone sex. These are the sessions that we have given disclaimers about.
Right.
And I didn't realize they were all together, but they are all grouped together. Sunday morning is our disclaimer part of a session.
That's right.
If you do not like the idea of anyone making money from any of the ways that these women make money, I understand your perspective. Please keep it to yourself. If you show up to the summit and say anything that sounds even remotely disrespectful, if I read this sideways and upside down, I might think there was a hint of disrespect, you get in the boot. Like truly, if you don't think you can come to these sessions and speak with loving kindness, and not like a condescending kindness, like I love you, but I want more for you, I'll come to you and fight you, right? Like we're not doing that. We're not doing that, right? If you cannot speak, if anything sounds like disrespect, you're going to get booted out and you're not going to get a refund.
That's right.
So if you want the information, but you don't think you can hold your finger still, watch it on the replay. If you think it's an abomination to have these sessions at all, any of them, even outside of Sunday, any of the sessions, if you're like, I cannot support an event that includes the session, hit us up before October 7th for a refund. We will gladly refund your money.
Yes.
Gladly. Don't play games. As much, like we do not tolerate that at all.
No.
We work really, really hard to find women who are open about their lives. They are for all of the women who are coming to talk to you, they are opening up about parts of their lives that they may not open up about in other parts of the internet. The first thing, Minnie volunteered for this slot, and the first thing she said was, my only concern is that sometimes women can get judged for this, and I don't want to feel judged. So I said, nah, that's not our audience. Our audience is not going to come in here judging you. So now if you make me a liar, you got double problems.
Yes.
Right? Like we're not doing that. We're going to be. And so lovingly, we'll have moderators in all the groups. If you see something, I'm inviting all of you OGs. You've been here for a while. You know us. If you see some new people, you don't recognize the name, you don't recognize the face, and they talking out of turn, they acting out of line, gently either hit a moderator up or invite them, call them in gently, right? We're not being mean to anybody. Even with loving intention, we're not being mean to anybody. But if anyone is disrespectful, they'll get put out. And I've said this so many times. Stephanie said this. We want you to understand we are not playing any games here.
No, and you're not going to interfere with somebody else getting her bag. Okay, we're here to get the money. Don't come in here trying to block other people's blessings. Okay, let her get her money. Thank you.
Not everybody agrees that Airbnb should be a business model that anyone uses, right? I get it. I understand where you're coming from. And when the session is happening, I don't care.
No.
I don't care about your point of view. Right. This is not a session to share opposing points of view. This is not a session to change anyone's mind, to talk about why the cons of doing these things. If you come in here with the cons, I'm going to even if you say it respectfully, I'm gonna put you out. It's not the time for that. If someone cares, they can Google it. Right? All of us are smart women to be here, right? If someone is like, what's the downside of doing X, Y, and Z? Like, if you think they don't know, you're underestimating the woman you're dealing with. They don't need you to say that. So even if you come in and like, respectfully, I think you just got cut off.
Oh, that was the disconnect. That was the disconnect button.
You got to go, right? Like I said, these women are giving all of these every year. And this is something that we pride ourselves on. Yeah. Every year we come to women and say, will you speak to our audience? And I want to say like 95% of them say yes. And if they say no, it's usually a scheduling conflict. It's usually like, except that this week I'm told like I can't reach out this week.
I wish I could.
I wish I could. we get women coming back we get women, and our prior speakers are like, can I come back? Our prior speakers want to come back.
Mhm.
If we put on events where you're rude to the speakers, we're not gonna have any more events.
That's it.
We're not gonna have any more events because Black women won't trust us.
Mhm.
It's really important to us that Black women trust us.
Mhm.
The rest of them people, I don't care about. Y'all know this already. Y'all know. We care about Black women.
Yes.
And so we're going to speak respectfully to everybody. Everybody in the audience, you're going to speak respectfully to each other. You're going to speak respectfully to the leaders and speakers, even if you don't agree with them.
That's right.
And if you don't think you can, catch the replay. I promise you, it's a choice. It's a choice. Because, all right, I saw someone ask if you can join the accountability group if you have the weekend pass. You can, but not during the summit. After this, accountability sessions will be created on a session on Monday, which I will tell you about in a minute once I get through the rest of Sunday. I got distracted by that disclaimer. I'm not going to play with me. All right. Next is Sojourner, who was in Business Insider recently, I think. I meant to share it. I forgot. Because she helps social services. So, she helps women who do social services work figure out how to do their work remotely. So her session is finding freedom and flexibility, breaking into remote work with a traditional 9-to-5. So she had a traditional 9-to-5 and took it remote, has traveled across the country on a train.
Yes.
She's
like an Amtrak ambassador, I think, because she works from Amtrak. She works from the train so much. Yeah, I think she's an Amtrak ambassador.
Okay. Yeah. We'll talk about all this stuff. Okay. Next, we have Felicia, who is going to be living on a sailboat in like a year or two. We were like, tell us more. Like, yes, we'd like to hear about what you're talking like exactly like this. Yeah, your topic's important, but tell us more about the sailboat.
Also, please, it's a yacht. It's a catamaran, which qualifies as a yacht.
Yes, it's a yacht. It's a yacht. My bad. But she's going to talk about generating monthly income from a subscription business model for content creators.
Yeah.
And I think that sometimes people think content creators are a thing, like a category, without realizing that if you have any kind of business, you're probably a content creator.
That's right.
Any kind of business you probably create some content, or you pay someone to create content, but then you put it out under your name. So you're still a content creator. So we're going to talk about how, I think this is a session that could apply to a lot more people than they think it will, right? And so don't let the thought that I don't have a subscription model or I am not a content creator have you sitting out this one. I would say just check it out and see if there's a way. Not every session has to be something you take completely, right? Some of these sessions are things where you're like, oh, I like that one thing she said. I don't want to pursue this model, but I think I can take that one thing over to this other session, over other model I'm doing over here. Yeah. And I think that even if subscriptions aren't for you, you can learn a lot from this session. But I think subscriptions are going to be for more people than you think they're. I think so. Yeah.
If you could see a way that people would pay you recurring revenue, right? If you could see a way that people would want to pay you like Netflix, if you could see that, this is a session for you. Even if you don't know exactly what you would offer or what, if you think, maybe somebody would like a monthly membership, come to the session.
And I think that one of the things I really like about Felicia is that I wouldn't have thought that what she's doing would lead to subscriptions. When she told me what she does, I was like, oh, I see how you got there, but I don't think my brain would have done that. And so that's why I'm saying allow yourself the possibility that you might have that brain thing too, where you're like, oh, this could really, I just hadn't thought about the fact that this could work. Okay.
So you're calling this our sleeper session then?
I think it's one of our sleeper sessions. I think that this doesn't mean that, because you can have a completely different business and add on a subscription aspect, right? It doesn't have to be your core business, but it can be something you do. And so I would say, think about it.
Mhm.
We both have subscription membership models.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Kathy just joined the YouTube community, my YouTube community. I'm going live with my YouTube community after this session, and I'm giving away a ticket to the summit afterwards for the smaller community. So if y'all are in the community already, you know how to win it. The instructions are there for you. Can't give them to you right now because, but they're there for you in the community. Stephanie's invited to that live. No pressure or anything.
Thank you. Thank you. The join, so you can then, if you want to join the monthly, if you want to join the community, you should see the join button on your laptop. I don't remember how to find it on the phone.
You can't find it on the YouTube app on an iPhone, only on a Google device. Yes, you can find it on iPhone. If you have an iPhone, you have to go to the computer.
Okay.
I found out the hard way. I was like, Googling. There's a lot of Googling. As a business owner, there's a lot of Googling. How do I? I just want to tell the people, nope. But computers only. Computers or Google devices.
Okay.
All right. The next session is by one of our most well-known speakers. Her name is Stephanie Perry. She's the co-founder of Exodus Summit. And she will be showing you how to get clients from YouTube.
Yes.
Online marketing for entrepreneurs. This is a session that was just added this morning by Stephanie Perry, the co-founder of Exodus Summit. So this one is important. If you haven't taken Stephanie, I know a lot of you guys have taken Stephanie's class, and so you know there's value there. If you haven't taken it, I think a lot of people, I thought of YouTube as like a thing that you do to make money from YouTube. But it wasn't until I started making YouTube videos that I found out that most of the money people are making from YouTube isn't coming from YouTube. That's not that Google monthly payout. Most of the money they're making are from marketing something else.
Yep.
Whether they're getting sponsorships for videos or something else, they're marketing something, and that's where the money's coming from. Yes. And so this is another session, right? That is not necessarily going to show you what your core business should be, because Stephanie isn't coming in and saying, here's how to be a YouTube star. Mm-hmm. Even though she got that silver play button behind her, right? Her session is not about how to be a YouTube star. It is not about how to get a play button. Her session is about how to get people to buy something, a service, a product, a doohickey, a thingamajig, right? Whatever it is, how to get people to your business through YouTube.
Yes.
So just like Felicia's is like, kind of, it could be an add-on. I think if you have any kind of business, Stephanie's is a great session to help you get more clients. Yes. And now you might be saying, I don't have a business, right? And we're not going to show you how to make YouTube your business, but there are a bunch of other sessions about businesses you can start. Like my entire session is about like choosing a business from the things you know, right? Boom. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at us working together.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Tag team.
So even if you don't currently have an operating business, and even if you don't currently have any desire to get on YouTube, I think this session is one that you watch and you grab nuggets. Boop.
That's right.
Maybe I don't want to do the whole thing, but that part over there sounded kind of interesting.
That's right.
Boop. How can I do this thing? And then maybe if you have the all access pass and you watch these again in 6 months, you're like, it's time for me to start YouTube.
Yeah.
Right?
That's right.
Like my business has grown to a point, I need to figure out how to get more customers. Let me try YouTube, because Stephanie's going to tell you this, but I'm going to give you part of her session now. Of all of the ways you can get people, you can get visibility to your business.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube is one of the cheapest
Yep.
and most effective.
That's
Right? You need a camera and some internet that works. You need to not be in Atlanta, right? You need a camera and to not be in Atlanta. You just need internet, right? You need to be able to upload, and that could maybe mean you go to a coffee shop or something where you can get some internet and you can upload something if your internet is crappy at home.
And camera means phone, right?
That's what I use.
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
Use your phone.
That's right. That's right. Some of you are going to come away after the weekend with a business, right? And my session is going to help you tell the world about your business. Tell the right people. YouTube is not very accurate, but YouTube has so much information on us. Okay. YouTube has so much information on what you watch and what you like and who you are, that they can reach out and find the right people for your videos. The YouTube found you guys, right? Pretty much all of you first heard from us from YouTube, right? That's what YouTube can do for your business as well.
Yes. Janetta, thanks for joining. You're a new member. Yay. But I want to clear something up because Kelly had a question. It's a great question. We have to join the channel to enter. I said something accurately, but I didn't give you more information. We are giving tickets away during this live event. And these are these need-based tickets?
We can do one not need-based and the others.
Okay. Yes. Others need-based. Okay. That's fine. So we're going to give away tickets now, but I'm also giving away tickets to my members that are not related to the donating money. Right. So I happen to have tickets. Crazy. I know. I happen to have tickets. So I'm giving away a ticket within my membership because you have a better chance to win because you've been supporting me in the membership, etc. I'm giving away a all access pass in my membership later on. That is not related to the tickets we're giving away here. So you do not need to join the channel to be a member, to get a ticket. But
I would recommend that you join Rashida's channel because her shenanigans, she takes them to another level.
I do.
Okay, so
I do.
if you think she's unfiltered here.
Filtered, how you would describe me? There's actually a lot of filter here. There's a lot of filter here.
Hang out with her in the membership. It's fun times. It's really nice to have community with people who are into your stuff.
Yes.
And Rashida's membership is a place where you can have community with other Black women who are into this stuff.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. All right. And we do Zoom meet and greets. We do a little chit chat here and there. Nothing this week because, I have an event coming up on Friday. And apparently y'all want it to be good. So, all right. Coming up on Sunday, we're still on the Sunday schedule. We're going to have a session from Pam, a bonus session. Where she's going to dive deep into how to screen for the best guests. How to screen out them people that you're like, how to know on paper, them people would be terrible in your house, right? How to look on paper, how to ask the questions, how to know that that's not the one for you.
Yes.
So I think if you're considering an Airbnb, this is going to be a priceless session. This is only for all access pass members, and we are going to sell out. So if you're even thinking about upgrading today.
Can I say a quick word about upgrading?
Yes.
Okay, if you have the weekend pass and you want to upgrade to the all access pass, look for an email in your inbox that says upgrade. Subject line, something about upgrade. Okay, you can do that without us. You've been sent the email to do that. Unless you just bought your all access pass in the last 24 hours, you've been sent an email on how to upgrade unless you bought your weekend pass within the last 24 hours, you have an email on how to upgrade to the all access pass. Okay. Now, if you just don't have it, then please email hello@exodussummit.com and email us today. Okay, please don't wait until the day the summit starts to try to upgrade if it's at all possible. You're welcome to upgrade at any time, okay? But if it's at all possible, try to do that sooner rather than later, okay? Things get a little, busy.
One, as the days go, like if you have a customer service question today, right? Let it be today. If you wait until Friday or Saturday, we're gonna be in the we're gonna be a little busy. But also, I think these are gonna sell out, right? And when they sell out, that means that you cannot attend the bonus sessions. You'll have the replays for longer, but you won't be able to attend these sessions. When we're not going to stop selling them, but we are going to tell you that it's replays and discounts only. You're not going to have access to the interactive sessions.
That's right.
So if you want it, you can still buy it. It's not first come, first serve to be interactive. It's first purchased gets into the interactive sessions. It's not like whoever shows up that day, whoever can dial in the fastest gets in.
Battle Royale. That's how I would do it. I'd be like, y'all figure it out.
And so they would be on your phone like, I paid for this and I was not able to get in, and that is not okay. And I want all my money back.
So be glad that Rashida is in charge of this thing. I'd be like, y'all figure it out. I'm busy.
And this is why it's good to collaborate, because we truly have, like, we really have different ideas about a lot of things. Mm-hmm. But like between the two of us, if Stephanie was like, it's a battle royale, we would find a way to support it. But she knows that's a terrible idea, right? She knows. But if that's what we want to do, we would be like, okay, what does that look like? How do we make this work? What do we tell the people? And I think that's where it would fall apart. We would be like, how do we tell them this? And as we're like trying to type it out, it would be like, no, girl, we can't.
Rashida has a skill set that I don't have. Rashida can predict problems. I'd be like, nothing could possibly go wrong. What could go wrong? And she'd be like, well, okay, so we need to, in the event of this and the event of that. And I'm like, oh. Who knew that there could be problems? We need to, how many people can we have on a Zoom? Yeah. Oh, I never thought about it. Right? I promise y'all, I never thought about it. Rashida can predict problems. Wonderful. Collaborate. Okay. Collaborate with people. Bring somebody else in. Yes. Okay. We're doing the schedule though. That's not what we're talking about.
We're doing the schedule. Next on the list. Okay. When we announced her, some of y'all ladies, y'all know I get real beefy about some stuff. I'm beefy about this one. Some of y'all were like, oh, I wasn't sure about coming to the summit, but now that you're speaking, and if it was somebody new, I wouldn't even care, but I know y'all names. I know y'all been around for years. No, but really, we're super excited about her. But that's what she does to her audience. Like, her audience loves her. And her audience, some of you guys probably came here from her. So I'm very excited about this. This is Jolyn GC, who's going to talk about creating your trading plan for leisure-minded investors. Okay, so I'm going to tell y'all a little secret. When we first started planning this, we started talking about like trading. Stephanie was like, no. She's like, I don't want to. She said, trading sounds like work. I don't want to do it. I'm like, this is a whole session about, like, it's a whole summit about work. Okay, number one.
I was like, I don't like it. I don't want to do it. Nobody should do it.
She was like, no. I was like, no. Like, let's give it a chance. And so we were looking for someone who could talk about making money in the stock market without like being like one of them people who you see online talking about making money in the stock market, who seems like they're just trying to scam everybody. Like, you know what? Like, y'all see these people around and they're like, buy my blah, 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 and you too can make $17 million in 1 week. And it's like, okay, like, how do we sort through people and find someone who can really speak to our audience? So Jolyn GC is the first lady of leisure. And we love that leisure is part of her thing. Leisure is part of her message. And, you know, for us, like, hey, right? That's right there with what we think our values align. And so we really are excited to have someone come in and speak to you about making money from the stock market in a way that aligns with our values. And so that Stephanie isn't like, we're talking about trading. I don't want to do it. Stephanie has stronger boundaries than y'all might think. Because sometimes she'll just be like, no, be like, wait. Or she'd be like, listen, this week she said something like, I'm not going to do it. And I was like, okay, so we won't do it. And she was like, no. I said, I'm not going to do it. And I was like, oh, you mean you want it done? It would be nice to do. You're just not going to be involved at all. So I have to do it. She was like, mm-hmm.
Or I don't think I was saying you have to. I was saying we need to find the person to do it. I don't think.
The thing you were talking about was you or me. The thing I'm talking about was you or me.
Okay, I don't. Oh, yes.
Yes,
yes, I did. I was like, I won't be there.
And I was like, okay, we won't. I was like, okay, we won't do this. She was like, no. I said, I am not doing it. So, okay, I got you. All right. So yeah, she had like, you might think she's a nice, fun one, but she got some strong boundaries. So when she was like, no to trading, I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Let me see what we can do. And collaboration. I went to Krishan from Blackset Global, who I know knows about trading. And I was like, who would be a good speaker? Three of the speakers at the summit came from Krishan recommendations, either to us or to the speaker to pitch to us. 3 of them. And I'm saying that because I want you to, like, you see Stephanie and I as business partners, right? And as, you see us as business partners. And so this collaboration seems like, oh, of course, right? Whatever. But other people, Krishan, we're in the same industry as Krishan, and it's never competition, right? Like that. We have not said the competition word yet because there's no competition.
Yeah.
Right? Like none of us see the other person as competition. Even when Stephanie and I were first starting, we were doing a lot of the same things. It wasn't competition. It was like, how can we collaborate? When I went to Krishan and I was like, hey girl, do you have some ideas for a speaker? She was like, yeah. And she sent me a list and I was like, oh, okay. Right. Krishan had us on her channel to promote the summit because she knows about it and she believes in it. Right. This is collaboration with people in the industry. Funny story. When I was getting my website redone, the website designer asked me who was my competition in the industry. I said, nobody. And she asked again, I was like, no, I don't have any competition. And like, I think over the course of like 3 weeks, she kept asking the question. And it wasn't until like later on, I think she named some, like she did some research and named some names. I was like, oh, you just mean people who do the same things that I do. Like that's like, when you say, I literally will say nobody. And it's not because I'm being cocky or thinking that like I just don't think of people as competition. Like, I don't think I'm in competition with anyone, right? I think about collaboration. If she said, who are people you collaborate with? I would have had an answer for her a lot quicker than who's your competition.
Who's in the movement, right? Who are your sisters in this movement?
Who are your sisters in the movement? Would have gotten the same names answered as opposed to because I was like, I couldn't tell why she was upset, but I was like, I don't have any, because she never explained it any clearer than who's your competition.
Yeah.
So I didn't know what she wanted. Mm-hmm. And when she said the names, I was like, oh, I see what you were trying to figure out. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't have any like there's no, because for me, it's why I was definitely not great when I was on the track team in high school. Not great because competition doesn't move me. I don't care what place I'm just gonna run. Like I don't care what place I show up in the race, right? Like that does nothing for who I am as a person. That is not like, I want to do better than I did yesterday, yes. Right?
Yes.
I want every summit we do to be better than the last one, but competing with somebody else, I don't have the energy for that. I don't know what they're doing. I ain't worried about that, right? And that's what makes collaboration a lot easier. Like, I don't feel like I'm losing money when I tell someone about Blackset Global, right? I don't feel like that's a penny out of my pocket. When I tell people like, oh, I think Stephanie can help you better than I can, that's not me. I'm not coming at it from a place of like, there's, only so many slices of the pie, right? Like, no, I feel like there's more in almost anything you're doing in this world, almost anything. You cannot serve the entire community who would buy from you. You cannot serve everyone who wants the thing you do. So I try. Why? Like, collaboration makes it so much easier. A lot more people know my name on YouTube because I collaborate with Stephanie and she says my name, right? If we had been in competition from the beginning, the summit wouldn't exist and neither one of us would be as successful as we are now.
That's right. That's right.
Because collaboration beats competition every time.
Every time.
Every time. And that's what I want you guys to get from the accountability groups. I want you to find collaboration partners. And I want you to say, oh, I like this person. I don't necessarily think that starting a business right now, like I don't have an idea for something we can do right now, but I'm going to keep in the back of my head. But if I have a project or an idea, talk to her in the future, right? Or like if I can slide a client her way or something, I will do that because I like her. She makes good sense. I like how she works with people.
Yes.
Right?
That's right.
And so keep that in mind when you're thinking about, when you're in the accountability groups, right? And as a reason to join the accountability groups, someone might see you and say, I want to work with her, right? And that's the best way to get ahead, right? There's no better way than someone else being like, what if you did half of this and I did half of this and we hit a hole, right?
Yes.
Because we Exodus. Woo.
That's right. Did we get through Sunday's schedule?
We got through Sunday's schedule. Dolan was the last one on Sunday.
Okay, good. All right. So, I'm sorry. It scrolled past what I wanted to. I'm sorry. Disregard.
Okay, while you're doing that, I think I have a new member to welcome. Sonia Livingston. Welcome.
Sonia. Hey, Sonia.
Welcome. Shenanigans. We'll get into it. All right. But yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we've talked about us collaborating. The summit is not only a collaboration between us, but a collaboration between us and every single speaker and And it's a thing that has such a far reach, will reach women who will never even get to hear the stories of, right? We can only hear so many thank yous before we're like, yeah, that's so-and-so, right? Well, Rashida remembers names much better than I do, but I'll be like, I don't know. I don't know. And Rashida will be like, Teresa. She did that on my channel last time. I was like, hi, welcome, so-and-so. Rashida was like, that's Teresa. Right? But it will have such a far reach, a reach beyond what could happen with just one person, a reach beyond what could happen with just one speaker, one interview, one conversation. It's a thing that we do that will continue to ripple throughout, I don't know, this generation of Black women. I know that this summit will have an impact that we won't even, we won't know. We're just going to be on our yacht and in our country home. Rashida has the country home.
And then when I need to, I'm gonna come down and get her yacht. Like, don't you need to be in school with that child? In September, go ahead and head back to land and let me pick up that yacht.
We're just gonna be out minding our business, and there are women whose lives and whose families' lives will continue to be changed
and you will change other women's lives.
That's right.
And we'll take credit for that too if you tell us. we take credit around here. So there's a lot of benefit. Hey, welcome to the membership, FDM. There's a lot of benefit to all of these individual things, but there's also benefit in knowing that you don't have to work as hard, right? You don't have to work as hard. You have someone who you can we brainstorm from each other all the time, and we help each other in our individual businesses, right? all the time, aren't you supposed to be working on so and so? Whatever happened to so like we all the time we're like, Stephanie's like, I have a great idea for you. Oh, that is a great idea. I should do that, right? Because
And I will follow up.
it will not be done. Okay. All right. Because we know there is an unstateable benefit to having someone you can trust your business vision with.
Yeah.
So even in our separate businesses,
Yeah.
I know a lot of people feel like I can't share my idea with someone because they might steal it and run.
Mm-hmm.
The good thing about Stephanie and I is we both know we're not doing all that work. Implement your idea? Like, I'm looking for someone to implement my idea. That's what I look like. Trying to implement your ideas. But, and it's also because we really trust each other, right?
Yes.
And so I'm hoping that you will find people that you can trust to brainstorm with, to be in other accountability group or other masterminds with, other ways that you are forming alliances with Black women who you can trust with your vision. Women, anyone.
Whoever you choose.
Whoever your people are, whoever your trusted people are, people that you can share your vision with, because sharing your vision helps it come true, and people you trust will help make it better. Mm-hmm. If I tell Stephanie an idea, she'll be like, why don't you change X to Y? And I'm like, oh, I hadn't thought of that, right? I hadn't thought of it, and it's better with her idea. And she don't need any credit. She's not going to take any credit for it. Well, she might take some credit for it on the YouTube video sometime. She don't care about that kind of stuff, right? But like, I'm not paying a coach like that. No, I pay coaches. But that's not me saying like, I'm coming to you with my idea and I need you to vet it. This is me being like, hey, I'm thinking about doing this. Mm-hmm. And her being like, okay, I think that will work. But what if you do this instead? And then I'll do that for her. And then we go our separate ways. And there's no like, remember that time I did you that favor? Or like, you wouldn't have this business without, it's no, because like we're both doing it for each other, right? Mm-hmm. She's like, oh, I thought of this. Stephanie gave me a great idea. When I finally implement it, it's going to make me a bunch of money. She's not going to see any of it.
You buy me gifts.
I will buy you, but not, you know what I mean? Like, it's not going to be like, Stephanie's never going to say this wouldn't exist without her.
No.
Right? Because it wouldn't, but she also knows it wouldn't exist if it was just her, because she wasn't going to do that work. Right? Right? And so it's definitely that collaboration and that trust, mm-hmm. which I'm not saying that every person's going to be the right collaborator for you. I'm saying get in spaces where you're more likely to find someone that you might enjoy working with.
Mm-hmm. That's right. That's the question. That's the thing I saw earlier. I don't remember what it specifically said, but something about us working together without having met each other. So some of y'all know, some of you guys are pretty new. Hi, new friends. That Rashida and I we hosted the first Exodus Summit in 2020, and we didn't meet until 2021, I think, right? Mm-hmm. We didn't meet in person until 2021. So it wasn't like Rashida is somebody that I've known for forever. And, Rashida is someone who interviewed me on her YouTube channel. And I liked the way she did it, right? It was pretty, it's a pretty simple thing. I liked her. I liked the conversation, but I also liked her way of doing things. She wasn't a Virgo, super organized. I'm sorry, Virgos, but y'all know, y'all are not the easiest to work with. But she was organized, right? Organized without being a Virgo. And in the conversation, she said things that I didn't know her. We didn't know each other. Right. But in the conversation, she interviewed me on her YouTube channel, and she said things, and I was like, yes, right. I remember specifically, Rashida said, life is generous. I mean, who doesn't want to have a collaboration partner who approaches the world with that, right, with that perspective, with that attitude? And I could see and feel her love for Black women in her conversation. She wasn't an all women matter, right? right? I knew she loved Black women, right? And so it was easy for me to be like, hey, you want to do a YouTube series, right? It was easy for me to approach her with the next thing because I knew, right? I just knew that we were gonna work well together. Or no, I guess no, that's not true. I didn't know that we were going to work well together, but I liked the way that we worked together in that little tiny thing, that one interview. And then our projects have grown and grown year after year. Yeah, and I think that when you meet people and you're out here in the world and you are the person who does this thing, right? If you're the person who does this thing, you're the day trader, you're the house sitter, you're the career break coach, right? It's easy to see other people doing something similarly and think that, well, we already talked about that. Think that, oh, it's already been done. I guess I'm not going to do that thing. But that's not the way that we've approached things. We've said, oh, somebody else is in this space. Oh, that's wonderful. Let's team up.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's also, I think that there are so many ways that not collaborating or feeling afraid to collaborate, afraid to share your ideas, your space with other people is a sign to me, not doing it, but being against doing it is a sign to me that you're going to kneecap yourself at a lot of other places, right? Like if you're not, there's a certain generosity, right, that comes that you're required to have to collaborate. Stephanie knows that when she gives me an idea, if I like it, I'm gonna go with it, and then I'm gonna be like, and I have this excellent idea. It was great, and she calls me out. I'm be like, oh yeah, that 3 years ago you did tell me about this. I didn't implement it forever, but yes, that was your idea. Good job, right? But at the same time, like we're not afraid that she's not afraid that I'm going to take this idea and become a superstar and leave her behind. It's not that kind of idea, right? Like, but it's not, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like that where it's like if I give this to you, you might take it and run and outdo me. Like even in the collaboration, there's like, there can be no competition, right? It's very much like I give to you, give to me, and this is just what we do. If you're afraid to have that relationship with someone, not that if you haven't found it, but if you're afraid to have that relationship with someone, in what other ways are you not being generous with yourself, with your business, with the universe, right? With your clients? In what other ways are you holding back from sharing the goodness that you have? And in the ways that you're holding back, is the universe holding back from you? Right? Like Stephanie gave me that idea because it was the idea for me, right? It had nothing to do with her. She thought of it. It was a great idea for me, not for her. And there was no fear in her giving me that idea. That was pure generosity. That is what will get you ahead, right?
Yes.
That's why things like that are why Krishan is like, hey, yeah, I have a list. You need speakers? I got ideas, right? Because she knows that if she needs something or if she needs a connection, she can come to us and we'll be like, yes, boom, we got a person for you, right? That's just what you have to do if you want your business to grow.
Yes.
It's hard to be a business and run a successful business when you're holding on tight and you can't share your ideas or you can't like trust an assistant on your team because they might steal your ideas and run, right? Like it's hard to grow like that. If you feel like everybody is going to stab you in the back, everybody is going to do wrong. It's really, really hard to grow because like we said in the beginning, doing things by yourself is kind of terrible sometimes. Depending on what it is, doing things by yourself.
It's terrible. Yeah.
Right? Like who holds down the fort when you take a day off? Stephanie and I can both say like, I'm not going to be in the inbox today. You got it. And if you don't, the emails will wait, right? We have it, right? But if you don't have someone who you can trust, in any way, right? Whether that's working for you, working with you, coaching you, whatever it is, if you don't have someone you can trust, you're keeping yourself artificially small.
Yeah.
Because you can't grow if it's just, you can't grow to your potential if it's just you. There's no space.
Mm-mm.
Or you're killing yourself. And
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Nilor, welcome to the membership. Yay.
Hey. Mm-hmm.
Yay. All right.
I want to say one more thing. Rashida and I both have good experiences in our lives with Black women, right? Every now and then, someone will come into our world and will say, "Oh, this is such a nice place." Usually, when Black women get together, it's right. It's drama. It's right. Okay. So I don't have that. I can't relate to that comment. I don't understand the comment. But if that's what you're holding on to, you're never going to get to the promised land of Black women nirvana. I don't know what this place is called, but it feels so good. And if you're holding on to something from before, you can't, just like holding on to your money doesn't let money flow in your life. And holding on to your ideas doesn't let new ideas flow in your life. Holding on to that grudge you have just walled yourself off from Black woman nirvana. Okay. So you got to find a way to heal from that. Because it's wonderful over here. This live stream has a lot of women, a lot of Black women who have been loving on each other and taking good care of each other in this chat, in the chat with no problems and no drama. And that's how it always is here. That's how it always is in this community. If this is a new thing for you, you need to heal from that, okay? Before you can really receive what there is to be received over here.
Yes. That's a really good point. And also, if you're not coming to the summit is a place where you need to be open, right? You need to be open to receive love. I can't tell you to heal in a week but like coming in with the idea, one of the reasons I want to talk about competition is because for some of the things, right, there are going to be a couple of hundred of us in that feet pics room. And there's probably going to be a couple hundred new Black feet fans.
That's right.
There's going to be an influx. And you'll be like, where'd they all come from, right? Like what? In every session you're in every accountability group you're in, the women who are with you, you can view them as your competition or your collaboration.
That's right.
Right? Competition ain't gonna get you far. And that's not the answer, right? And so I want you, when you're in these rooms, to bring fully of yourself, right? To show up, to give, to be as healed as you can be, and to know that if you're expecting a bad experience, you're probably the bad experience.
Yeah.
But it's true. It's true. If you're expecting that when you get in a room of Black women, it's going to be unpleasant, it's probably you. Because we don't.
That's right. We don't have that. We don't have that. We cannot relate. It doesn't happen in our community. We got, I don't know how many people in the Facebook groups, 7,000 maybe. We were over 6,500. We don't have that, right? So don't bring it.
If you're expecting that you're not going to get along with a woman, perhaps you shouldn't come.
Yeah.
Right? Like, don't expect the worst. Expect that you're going to come in and you're going to find people who are like, oh, these are my people.
Yes.
Right? These are my people. Expect the best and bring your best or get put out.
That's right. Okay. Let me drop the link one more again. You have the link at the pinned?
I do not, but I can, or I can put it as a banner.
I just keep putting it in the thing.
I had it last time. I forgot this time.
You're doing good, Rashida.
You do it and I'll pin it. Drop it in and I'll pin it.
All right.
Yes, Kelly, I need to know about hands for OnlyFans because I have some ugly feet, but I don't think my hands are bad. So that's part of my question. That's one of my questions. Oh,
I think boobies, booby pics. You can sell whatever you want. I'm sure there's somebody who does armpits.
You said booby pics, right?
Yeah.
And then you moved your boobs. I did nothing moved.
Somebody likes that. Somebody
Listen,
will pay. Okay. Somebody will
we're
pay.
gonna find out. I will start. I'm gonna say this now, and someone's only gonna half listen. Please listen to this. I'm going to start collecting questions for all of our speakers in one post in the attendees group, probably tomorrow. So if you have questions in advance that you know you want answered, I'm going to give you the post to drop them in. And you can ask questions live there, but we only have like 15, 20 minutes for Q&A, so we're probably not going to get to everything.
So you said email. You said email you my questions right now individually.
Don't play with me. Don't play with me, Stephanie Perry. I'm a blocker. Any of y'all start sending me email questions, y'all gonna get blocked too. I kid you. I say this, but y'all don't understand. Like, I'm getting DMs with people with their phone number at like midnight saying, I want more information about the summit. The link is in my bio, but you skipped that and went to my DMs and sent me I'm supposed to call you to give you information about like that's what I mean when I say like we've reached a zone now and we've reached outside of our usual world into new people.
Yes.
And there's a lot of like touch. We're in a high touch zone where we're not usually in.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna call you, talk to you about something. Don't DM me your phone number.
Yeah. So what? Yeah. I don't have a better word for it. Is there a better word than indoctrinate? But some people just need to learn our ways, right? So the new people just need to learn our ways,
Yes.
Just nothing is urgent. I think one of the most important lessons is that it's not urgent. It's not urgent.
It's not urgent. And
we don't treat it like it is.
It's not urgent.
Yeah.
And if there is some urgency, we will tell you. Y'all. That's right. Someone came in the inbox upset because she didn't know the price was going up. How have we not, like, how many ways have we told you the price is going up? And so there's a lot of that. Like if there is anything urgent, we will tell you. Anything else is not urgent. Yeah. If you don't get your specific question asked, it's okay. There are other ways to reach out to the speakers. And honestly, a lot of you speakers, if you're interested in pursuing a path, a lot of you speakers are people you should try to get into a coaching relationship with.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Lives are going to change with these sessions. We know it. 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 Okay. Give yourself the best chance for that to be you. Give yourself the best chance. The way you give yourself the best chance, get your tickets. Okay. Get your schedule together so that when you buy your ticket, you are registered for all of the regular sessions. Okay. No matter which ticket, you're registered for all of the regular sessions. Now you need to upgrade to get the bonuses, but the bonus sessions, but you're registered already. But if you want to get an email reminder, select them on that screen where it says select your session. So you get an email reminder for the specific sessions that you don't want to miss. And then block off your calendar. Block off the time. Make sure that you have that time allotted for you. This is your time. Other things, yes, there are other important things, but not that weekend, not next weekend, right? Block off your time and then come to the session ready to learn and ready to take action. Participate in the session as soon as that session ends, you're going to get started, right? Make sure that you leave that session knowing how to implement. They're coming to teach you how to implement, right? They're not going to regale you with amazing stories about how she's moving to her yacht, right? She's not coming to talk to you about her yacht and inspire you because of
a yacht session. It's not a yacht session.
Because of my business, my husband and I are moving onto a yacht, right? This is not what's happening, right? She's coming to tell you specifically how to get started. So make sure that you're in that session with that mindset. Mm-hmm. Right. When I leave here, do I need what I need to know to get myself started? And if not, then that's when you raise your hand and you get your questions answered. That's how, and then you get yourself into an accountability group, whether you come to the specific accountability session or not. Right. So if you cannot come to the accountability session, okay, you will find in the Facebook group after the summit, information on when they're meeting. Okay.
And the accountability groups are on the last day, the 10th, the accountability session. I'm going to tell you about that. But first, we're going to give away 2 tickets.
Oh, good.
We should have been doing this all along. We're going to give away 2 tickets.
I almost forgot.
Stephanie would like to forget.
Well,
she does not like giveaways.
While Rashida's getting ready, I'll tell you, I don't like giveaways because we talked about this the other day. I don't like giveaways all that much because sometimes the recipients of the giveaways treat this like it's a free ticket and then don't use it. And that really is upsetting because number one, it's not a free ticket. This is money that other Black women have donated, have put together to give this ticket to this person, to gift it. It's not a ticket, it's a donated or a gifted ticket. Okay. So number one, that upsets me, but it also upsets me that that's one thing. I think I covered it. Yeah, it's treated like a free ticket, but it's not, it's valuable. It's just as valuable as if you've gone into your bank account and spent that money.
Because someone did, right?
Somebody did.
If you show up telling us why you have a right to a free ticket.
Oh.
That's my other pet peeve. You show up in the inbox telling us why it's something like need. I understand. Like, I don't have it. If you have it available, can I have one?
Yeah.
I get it. But like, we go sometimes in the inbox, it's past that. It's past, I would like one, into something else, which I never forget a name. All right. So there are some rules to the giveaway. I really don't. Oh, yeah. Rules to the giveaway. Rules. These are big. We're going to do 2 that are not need-based. So we're going to give 1 all access and 1 weekend pass that are not need-based.
Okay.
Because they're not need-based, it can be an upgrade. If you have 1 ticket, you can get upgraded if you get the all access pass. So the weekend pass, this is not need-based. Anyone can enter. If you don't have, but you can't have a ticket because nobody's getting a refund. Hallelujah.
One can enter.
I got the rules typed out, Steph.
Oh, because I was just putting my entry in.
Oh.
You said anyone can enter. I'm getting myself ready.
Let me read the rules. You cannot get a refund. Not bad.
That's me. I am anyone, is what I'm saying.
Stephanie has not paid for a ticket, so I suppose she's still qualified.
I feel lucky.
Must be a Black woman. Cannot get a refund. And the ticket must be used by the winner, cannot be gifted or transferred.
Okay.
If you call us and you're like, oh, I want a ticket, but I'd already bought a ticket, I want to transfer my purchase ticket, it's a no. If you already have it, except for the upgrade, which we're going to talk about, we're going to do the weekend pass first. Except for the upgrade, a no. And you won't get a refund. You're just going to get the upgrade. All right. Anyhow, this is the non-need-based ticket. Non-need-based. We don't care if you need it or not. You just giving away a ticket. Yay. Okay. Weekend pass.
Weekend pass. If you don't have a ticket yet, this is your time. Pay attention.
Weekend pass. Y'all play too much. Y'all play entirely too much.
What is she talking about?
Y'all play way too much. Okay. All right. You do not have a weekend pass. This is for someone who do not need to have a weekend pass. They are $97 right now.
Yeah.
If you can afford one and you just don't want to buy it because you want to spend it on snacks, or you can't afford one, this 1 ticket is for anybody. Anybody. 1 ticket. We're going to have some need-based ones later on. Yes. 1 ticket. Anybody can enter. Weekend pass. So if you already have a weekend pass or you already have an all-access pass, you're not entering. Weekend pass only. Stephanie is going to pick a number between 1 and 30, and she's going to put it in the private chat. So enter this you want a weekend pass, putting in a number between 1 and 30. 1 and 30. Okay, we have some enters. We have some entries.
Rashida rushes y'all, so pick up your phone. Okay, pick up your phone. She's not gonna give you too much time.
Entering tomorrow. It is 12:36 Eastern time. If it's after that, it's too late to enter.
Okay,
right.
Remember, you have to not have a ticket yet. If you already have a ticket, don't put your number in. Halisi. Okay, I see you. This is if you don't, right? I'm pretty sure Halisi, I've seen your name. Okay, this is if you don't have.
Oh, I've seen her name.
Huh?
Okay, I've seen her name. All right, let me.
Not paying attention.
Oh. I see an exact one. Let me see if I see more than one. Let me see. I see 2 exact ones. All right, I see 3 exact ones. This is closed now. It's closed. No more entries.
Okay.
4. Y'all gonna run me ragged out here. All right, no more entries. No more entries. No more entries. I should have picked a higher number. All right.
Well, how many weekend passes are you giving away?
I think we're gonna give away 4.
Look! Oh!
All right.
Okay.
No, I think it's 5. No more entries. Who's the last entry? Okay, nothing over Monique Morrow. Nothing after Monique Morrow.
Oh, this is exciting.
She hates giveaways, but then she's like, we're giving stuff away. All right, so the number was 22. Don't worry, I see y'all. You ain't got to say nothing. The number was 22, right? I didn't make that up. The number was 22. Next time I'll pick a higher number. I didn't think so many of y'all were going to entry. So that's Miss Callie Cosette. And this is for the weekend pass. I'm going to write y'all down. Yeah. Miss Callie. Oh, I'm writing down your screen names. What you need to do is email us at hello@exodussummit.com, and I will send you the coupon to get that. Miss Callie Cosette Savette. Y'all just winning out here.
I know. That's good.
Too.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Danny. Hey, Danny. Hey, girl.
Oh, good number on my part.
And Monique. Good job. Listen, I will not pick a small number like that again. It was too many. Moving to Gambia. Chop. All the tickets. I'm glad I didn't say all access pass. I made my mistake on the weekend pass because we would be out of them. The Gambia.
I didn't see her as high moving to the Gambia. Hi. I didn't see her. I scrolled right past hers. All right.
That you entered twice. You can't enter twice when we do these things. Just FYI.
Okay. We have to say that next time.
Yes. But I think that's it.
I think we did it.
I think we did it.
Okay, so friends, so you said to email us. They're supposed to email us?
Yes. They're supposed to email us at hello@exodussummit.com. Tell us your screen name, and we will send you a coupon. You see, not only did Halisi enter, I think she entered twice, once with the right number.
No, Halisi can't. You said we can't transfer. They cannot transfer the ticket. Halisi has a ticket. Halisi's not paying attention. Halisi
playing games.
Is she in Portugal? In Portugal,
I think she's playing games with us,
drinking port wine and living.
So email us at hello@exodussummit.com.
The winners.
The winners only.
Okay, congratulations, guys. This is a big thing. We're not exaggerating when we say that there is money in these sessions. There's money in these sessions. If you have looked at the exodussummit.com schedule and you've seen a session and you're like, oh, I want to do that, or I would love to learn about that. Now you have the ticket. Now you will be in the room and able to get this money. Get this money. That's exciting. Congratulations.
All right. Someone said they think I missed someone. So I'm going to go back up. Did I miss somebody? And it wasn't a late edition? Let me see. Can I search these comments? Jess. I did miss Jess.
Oh, I'm scrolling.
I see her. They said who I forgot, so it was
Okay,
easier.
good. Very nice. Thanks,
Very
friends.
nice.
Looking out for each other.
Thanks, friends. Also, if you did not win, don't email me. Thanks.
No, don't. And there's Jess. No, don't. We got a lot going on.
Whoever told us about Jess, I hope I didn't miss anybody else. If I did, and you entered before Morrow, someone more, I'll remember that. I will remember who that comment was. Let us know. But I think we got everybody.
All right, that's awesome.
Yeah, listen, they all in there talking about Jess and Shauna talking about you missed her. We missed her, girl. Play too much. Okay, so I have Jess now. Y'all deep in there talking about Jess. I got it.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate you.
Yes.
Appreciate you. All right.
You want to do the all access pass now?
Let's do the all access. This is not, if it's a need based, no, I'm not going to say that about all access. This is not need based. Anyone who does not have a ticket can win this upgrade. Mm-hmm. If you just want a weekend pass, you can win this too. Anybody,
really?
Anybody can enter this.
Oh, okay.
Anybody. And so I'm thinking a much bigger number this time because y'all have 8,000 all access tickets to me to death.
And you can only enter once in this, and for this one.
In this, yes.
One
you can
number.
only give us
number.
One number between 1 and 3,000.
That's hard. No, because you can you search results?
I'm a scroll.
Search the comments.
Why would I need to search the comments when y'all doing this? Y'all do it playing with my emotions. Just playing with me. Between 1 and 3,000. Drop something in the comments, Stephanie. In the private chat.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go to the number generator and pick a number.
Oh, okay.
Because I would just pick 22 again. Okay.
A. Caldon, you say you have a ticket, but I would like a friend to attend. These tickets are not transferable. So that was one of the first rules I said. You cannot get a refund so if you already purchased a ticket, like if you already purchased a weekend pass and you get upgraded, you will not get a refund. Cannot get a refund. Must be a Black woman, and the winning ticket must be used by the winner. You cannot get it cannot be gifted or transferred, and you cannot gift or transfer your other ticket, right? Like ain't no transferring tickets, dog. So if your friend's not here, your friend cannot win. Only people who are here can win.
This isn't going to work. I don't think that number is too high.
I think it's great. Trust me.
Okay.
That's why I do the giveaways. All right.
Yes, you're in charge.
I'm in charge of the giveaways. All right.
I use the number generator, guys.
All right. I know who the winner is now. The winner keeps changing, but I got it.
Are you just doing closest?
I'm doing closest.
Oh, okay. Okay, then you do it. I will be back here in my new swivel chair.
Your cute swivel chair.
Thank you.
Let me double check your number. Yep, got it.
Come on, friends.
All right. Who's the last comment we're accepting, Stephanie?
Let's give it 15 more seconds. All right. So do we want
enter a comment saying it's the last one?
Okay.
Say more comments.
Okay.
And only one vote. If you vote twice, you disqualify yourself.
Okay. Did it.
All right. I've seen 3 so far.
Okay.
Woo, y'all winning. Okay. So it's time to put the last one. Stephanie's. You did a number generator for this?
Yeah.
The number generator was terrible.
I know.
Because the number. Oh, wait. I might be wrong. I had it wrong in my head. The but we'll fix it.
Okay.
The number generated 2949.
Mm-hmm.
So who's the closest one? I was thinking it was 2999, but I think someone's closer. 2949. Greta King did -50.
So I see a
So Erica is 2988.
Okay.
Who's closer than that? Who's closer than 2988? 2949 is the answer.
She's only 39 away, so it would have to be.
Are you doing math?
2910, somewhere between 2910 and 2988. Anybody else between 2910 and 2988?
I don't see it. Mm-mm.
Okay.
2910 and 2988. 2972.
Okay.
Is that closer? Okay, 2972 is closer to 2949 than what was the other number?
2988.
Okay.
She just cut her.
2972. That's it.
29 Anastasia. Right? Is that who you say?
Yes, Anastasia Fowler.
Anastasia Fowler, congratulations on your all access pass.
If y'all said we missed you, tell me your name and I'll see if I can find you. But
yeah,
please be right.
Yeah.
Email us at hello.
I've seen everybody with the 29 in their answer. Okay. All right. Okay, good.
Yay.
Welcome. Welcome, guys.
So we're going to get some more needs-based tickets in a little bit.
Okay. Remember that the women in this community have put this money together to give these tickets out. What a generous place we are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wonderful. Thank you. Welcome. Sarah says, welcome to the summit. Welcome to the summit.
Welcome to the summit. Email us at hello@exodussummit.com and we will send you a coupon for a ticket. Right, Stephanie?
That's right. What's the matter?
Are the coupons ready for the tickets? No. Okay. It won't be today. You can email us today. You will not get it today. Right. Division of Labor. Division of my coupons. She doesn't need to know nothing about giveaways. I'll take care of that stuff. All right. Okay. So let me get through. We got through Monday schedule is next.
Okay.
All right. We're starting off with the one session that you will see Stephanie and I both there like.
That was a good pen click.
I might not need to ask. I might need to ask for questions because we don't have questions. So how do we not lose money on group trips is what our question is going to be, because we're going to be talking to Kim, who runs a luxury travel service, about funding your travel adventures through a travel business. So Kim is she has a really interesting hybrid business in which she does trips, but she also sells things that are related to the trips. And so I really want to dig into more of that with her. So funding the lifestyle you want to live by creating travel experiences for other people, which is something we want to do more of, but we know what we talk about. And we're happy to tell y'all when we do not know what we're talking about and we need an expert. We do not know. I hope y'all love Cancun because we did too. But
even the two of us together could not figure out how to make a profit from that trip.
And one of the things we said, and I want you guys to know how seriously we take something like this, is we were hoping to announce the 2023 trip at the summit. Yeah. And then at some point we were like trying to figure things out. And I was like, why don't we just attend the summit, go to Kim's session, and then hire her. Like do just an hour of coaching with her with the other questions we have, the other things we need to know about what we're doing that we don't know. Why don't we sit down with an expert for an hour so we don't lose money again?
Yes.
Because I don't like losing money, y'all. I don't mind not making money, but losing money?
No.
Child, no, not again.
Does not feel like abundance.
It does not. And if there's someone that I can pay to stop me from losing money,
Yes.
who do I make that check out to? How we do this, right?
Yeah.
And so I want you guys to hear that we are not only putting the summit together, we are attendees, right? We will be getting coaching from probably, I know Exodus will be getting coaching from at least one speaker, right? But we'll probably individually hear from other people that we say, oh, I want to learn more from her, which sometimes means if they're a content creator, which as I said, most business people are, going out there and seeking out their content. But honestly, the best way to do that sometimes is just to pay someone to walk you through, right? Pay someone to help you do the things you don't know how to do. Because there's another way, but it can suck, right? It can be quite terrible if you don't know what you're doing. All right, next, we're super excited about, Stephanie says this is a session that will make you money. I hate saying that because it's the lawyer in me. I'm saying it's a session that will help you keep your own money. And that is the Intro to Taxes for Expats session. You will keep more of your own money in your pocket, which is fundamentally like making money, right? Like making money. Fundamentally, right? Like you get to keep more of your own cash. And so we're going to talk to Katrina, who's spent so long helping individuals with expat taxes, but now she helps tax preparers who have expat clients. She's their expert. She's the expert they go to because she's worked so long in the taxes for expat space. So I'm super excited about that.
Yes. That's right. So some of you will leave with her information to give to your tax person, your tax girl, your tax guy. Yep.
Yes. If they're like, oh, I don't know. If you start talking to them, and I think the really valuable thing about this is when it comes to tax time, if you're not doing it yourself and you're relying on someone else, they don't know your life the way you know your life, right? And so if you come to Katrina's session and you hear about this deduction or this exemption, these are things you can say like, hey, tax preparer, I'd like to know if I qualify for this. Yep. And then you can have a more informed conversation with them instead of expecting them to know all the things you might qualify for. Because they don't know. Because they don't know your life. They don't know where you live in. They don't know where you are. My tax guy for years was like, we don't ever talk. I just email him stuff. Mm-hmm. Were there things I probably left on the table? Yes. Because he was like, email me all your forms and I'll take it. Right? I think I have at this point, a more nuanced tax situation that I need to talk through. And so get in this session. If you are an expat, or if you're planning to be an expat, or you're planning to bop around, you're planning to be out of the US for a good portion of time, and figure out what you can do before you leave to set yourself up the best, and what you need to be talking to your tax preparer about, because they might know the info, but might not know it applies to you. Yes. Or they might not know the info at all, which is what it sounds like for some of them. So this is one where I would say, like, you can miss it, right? Because it's not tax time, but watch the replay. If you only have the weekend passes, make sure you watch this before November 21st.
Yeah, that's right. Mika said, when do you want us to email you our questions again?
Do not email us questions. Questions are going in the Facebook group. Don't just post them in the Facebook group either. I'm going to make a post and I'm going to say, ask your questions for all the speakers in this post. Because then I have one place to go for, girl, calm down.
Is she all right?
She all right. She's breathing real heavy.
I heard her doing her little thing, when you can hear their ears.
Girl, you don't wear that in my house. I'm pet sitting someone's favorite dog, but I don't be letting animals make noises in my house. You can't be worried about anything. Shaking the stuff.
That's why she was standing looking at the door.
Take that off, baby. Making all that noise. Anyway, if I make a post, my point is if I make a post and I put everybody in the same place, I can go to the same place for all the questions.
Yes.
If you email me them and I have to go find them in our inbox,
who knows?
We might as well have not done it. We might as well have not done it. If you email me your question, just assume it's not going to get asked.
That's right.
Love you, mean it.
That's right.
There's an order for everything. And listen, I want you to hear our boundaries, but not just because there are boundaries. It's because I want you to also create boundaries in your business. If you let your clients run your business, you're not going to have a business because you're not going to enjoy it. If you let people do whatever they want to do, however kind of way they want to do it, it's going to drive you crazy.
Hated it.
Won't do it. No, thank you. I'm out of business. You have to, if you want a sustainable business, you have to create a business that works for you.
Yes.
Because those clients, those individual clients don't have to be your client. If the individual client doesn't like the way you do something, they don't have to buy from you. There's someone else they can buy from. If you don't like the way you're running your business, there's only one you. Like there's no one else. If you don't like the way you're running your business, you won't have a business, which is why we have boundaries, but we also are attempting to model them for you and explain them to you. We don't just say, no, don't do that. We say, this is why we don't want you to do that. I know, but if I get 100 emails in the inbox and I got to go in there and cut and paste from 100 different emails, that's not going to happen, dog. If there's too many people in the inbox, it's not going to happen. Stephanie's going to start archiving stuff because it don't apply to her. It's no. But there's always a way, right? So we're going to get, I'm going to make a post. It's going to say, ask your questions for the speaker. Tell me which session or speaker you're talking about, right? Mm-hmm. Identify the session of the speaker or session or speaker and tell me what your questions are. And we're going to make it happen. We're going to make it happen, right? Mm-hmm. I'm going to have some questions. Follow the instructions. Mm-hmm. Thank you. All right. We'll keep going on Monday's schedule. Next up is working abroad for an international company.
Yes.
Steph, take it.
Yes, we get a lot of questions. Hey, I want to move to Mexico. How do I get a job in Mexico? You don't. Okay, what you do is if you don't have a way of making money on the internet, right, but you need an actual job, what you need to do is a way that you can do things that our speakers are talking about is working for an international company in the place that you want to live. Ivana worked for a U.S. company in Belgium, was transferred from the U.S. to Belgium, and Thea already lived in Italy, I believe, before she got the job for the U.S. company in Italy. So yeah, we're talking about working for an international company in your new location, because for the most part, the places that we're looking to go to are places with a lower cost of living, but that means lower pay, right? And so you don't want to have to make your living on the economy, as they say, right? You want to make the US dollars, the Canadian dollars, the euros, right? You don't want to earn your money in pesos.
Okay, so if you want to know who is speaking, if you want to know what the sessions are about, if you want to know what it costs, if you want to know anything, ExodusSummit.com.
Yes. It's all there.
You can buy your ticket there. You can do all the things. All the things. I invite you to do all the things right there. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. And then go ahead. You back?
No, go for it.
Okay. After that session on Monday, we have a session on e-commerce and drop shipping. So Rashida already picked her sleeper session. I think this is the one that I'm predicting to be the sleeper session among you guys. I think some of you will come into the session not interested and will leave the session interested. Because running an e-commerce site fits in with a lot of different skill sets. If you already have a marketing skill set, right? If you already know marketing, would an e-commerce site make sense to you? make sense for you? Probably. Or on the other end, let's say you're into fashion. I think Kathy studied fashion merchandising. I think that's what I learned about Kathy, right? If you're into fashion or something, and something that people buy, if you're into something that people buy, right? You can have a site where people go to buy the thing without you being the person who makes and ships the thing. That's what drop shipping is. Having other people, other business owners make and ship the things, but you have the site where people come to purchase the things. So I think that's going to be a session that some of you are going to sit in and be inspired once you get there to pursue it a little bit more. Yeah. It also fits in with those of you who want to travel, if you want to develop relationships with other business owners around the world, or like just in your city, right? Andiswa, our speaker, has relationships with business owners in I'm pretty sure she's in Johannesburg, but she might be in Cape Town. She has relationships with business owners in her city, right? And they drop ship around the country for her, right? So it could be a local place, right? You want to help promote local businesses by having one platform where people can go to buy from them. That is your site because you know marketing or you know something. So that's a good session I'm excited about.
I see DC Tarot Dreams saying, I don't know anyone who's made money from drop shipping.
Yeah, we do.
We don't bring you people who just talk about how to do a thing or make money from talking about how to do a thing. We bring you people who make money from doing the thing. Because if that was one of the things, that was one of my first things I want to talk to her about. Like, I need to know how much money you're making from this to know that it's actually worth bringing to our people, right? Because if you're making like $30 a month and you've been in it for years, then like, we're telling you that we are bringing you people who are making life-changing amounts of money doing the thing.
Yes.
Life-changing.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. So it may be a matter of you don't know how to market it. She's going to teach you. So she's walking through some things really quickly. Okay. So she's going to walk through marketing. She's going to walk through relationships with vendors. So this may be one that if you're all in, right, you get started. And then when you're ready for the next level of coaching, you go back to her for some next level coaching.
And I see people saying that they tried dropshipping and failed. Everything ain't for everybody, baby. Like, I already know it's not for me.
It's not. Yeah.
Like the attention of detail, I think like I'm going to go to her session because apparently I'm going to all the sessions. I don't know. But, I'm going to go to her session, but I think there's an attention to detail and a timeliness that I am not interested in. Right?
That's right.
I like if I want to take 6 months off, I don't want to take 6 months. If I want to take off a month in my business, I can take off a month in my business. I don't know that would work in the same way if I had a drop shipping component to my business. Yeah. I want you guys to find, out of all the things we're showing you, find the things that work in the life you want to have, right? Find the things where who you are helps the business flourish. Who I am helps Exodus Summit flourish. Yes. The times that Stephanie's like, girl, those are the things. There are people who like that, right? And we're attracting our people. Who I am helps this business flourish. Who I am I don't think it would help a dropshipping business flourish, right? And so I don't think it's for me. And so I don't think that saying I did it before and it didn't work is a reason. I don't think it's a reason to do it again or a reason to not do it again. I think that's information, and what you should be looking for is Andy giving us information that will help us do it differently this time? And if she is, and it still doesn't feel like something I want to do, you don't do it. Or if it is, and it still doesn't feel like something you could be successful with, girl, there are a lot of other options out there, right? That's like there's that theory that like, if you do really well, like people are like, at work, you're like a 10 in one area and a 1 in the other. That theory, or like a 9 in one area and a 2 in another, or 5. A scale of 1 to 5, you're a 9 on something and a 5 on something, right? People spend a lot of time working on the 5 to make the 5 better, when you could just easily work on the 5 and make that 9 a 10, right? You can make that 9 a 10 and you outdoing everybody instead of being worried about this 5. I ain't worried about my 5s.
Yes.
If I'm not good at it, baby, who else can do it? Right? If I'm not good at it, does it have to be done? Probably not. Right?
That's right.
And so think about the things that you don't. Dropshipping might not be for you. Maybe you failed in the past because dropshipping inherently is not for you.
Yeah.
I think this is a session where you can get more information to help you figure it out, but it's not necessarily a session that should push you in one way or the other, right?
Yes.
If you've done it and you're like, nah, I would say come in with an open mind. And if you're still like, nah, girl, that's information we keep to ourselves because we wouldn't tell someone, nah, this ain't for me, while in the middle of their session.
In the middle of their session. That's right.
That could feel disheartening as a speaker who's talking about it. We wouldn't say that. You can say it here. We wouldn't say that there.
That's right. That's right. But we strengthen our strength. We play to our strengths, right?
Yes,
We play
your strength.
Somebody writing saying, I know how to market stuff. Just give me the stuff to market, right? Right? Yes, it's for you. This is for you. If you know, I really do. Like a lot of y'all have some sort of marketing experience, right? If this is a session that may strengthen your strengths or play to your strengths. Yeah. Yep. Okay. And then after drop shipping, freelance writing. I want to say that this is a much broader subject than it sounds like. Okay. So yes, Jessica's coming to talk freelance writing, but freelancers are freelancers, right? So whether you're there are some things that are specific to freelance writing, but she's not coming to teach the writing side of freelance writing. She's coming to teach the business side of freelance writing, which could also help you freelance accountants, freelance web designers, freelance artists, graphic, digital, whatever, photography, right? Freelance artists out here. So I hope that you will see the word freelance. And if it applies to you, come to the session ready, because she's going to teach you about the pitch. She's going to teach you about positioning yourself in the market, right? And she had 3 P's, right? Pitch, positioning, something else. Right. I don't remember. But the business side of freelancing, which applies to other types of freelancers as well. So if you're ready to take your skills away from your employer and out into the free market, let's go.
And this is another one where like, there are going to be some nuggets, right? You might say like, I think some of you are going to come together with some Frankenstein businesses that are just beautiful. That you've picked this from this session and this from this session, and you got this idea and you picked up that and boom. Like, I think for some people, if you're open to what all the speakers are saying and you can kind of take the idea and see how it could be applicable to you, or you could be like, that is absolutely what I do not want to do, right? Like, keep that in mind too. I do not want to do it is a beautiful thought to have in your head, not in your fingers. In your head, not in your fingers, right? I think that is a great way to create a business of your own, right? Maybe the core of it is, I don't know, is drop shipping, but you're marketing on YouTube, right? And maybe you're doing some more writing, or you're pitching to people about it. Like, that's how we end up getting press sometimes, is we have to pitch.
That's right.
To people to say, hey, don't you want to talk about it? And sometimes that is what? Sometimes that's a no. Because Black women talking to Black women, like, who wants to talk about it? Who cares? Right? But we care, right? Your audience is out there, even if you don't think they are. Yes. And so I think that this is one of those sessions that's going to have some things you're going to want to quick. And for the people who do want to be freelance writers.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, be in this session, because Yvonne, who wrote the article that included Adelia in Essence magazine.
Inside the magazine.
In the book, right? Yvonne, who wrote the article that includes Adelia, that's in Essence magazine. All right. Yvonne came to Exodus Summit 2020, participated in this session on freelance writing, and got additional coaching from the speaker. And now Yvonne is writing articles for Essence and others. So come to that session. Okay. If you're interested in freelance writing, you should be there. That's nothing. There ain't nothing else more important that day. There's nothing else. Okay. We're doing it. We're doing it.
We are doing it. Essence.
Essence.
You guys was on essence.com this week? You were.
Have y'all seen it? Do you guys want the link? I didn't leave it in my other thing the other day. Do you guys have you seen us in Essence? Our wedding photo? Did you guys see our wedding picture?
Wedding pictures.
Oh,
in case you didn't know, there was a wedding. There was a wedding.
I got to get to it. Hold on. Essence.com Exodus Summit.
Oh, I just closed something that I needed.
Rashida hired booked a photographer to come and take pictures of us, business type pictures of us, while we were in Cancun. And the person who she spoke to is not the man who came to take our pictures. And the man who came to take our pictures was pretty certain that he was photographing our wedding photos.
But like, we wouldn't tell him it was our wedding because we kept like telling him it's just like it's a business thing. We're all kind of friends hanging out and meeting for the first time. And I think it's so hard to explain to outsiders, but he was like, okay, they're lying. It's really a secret wedding. Because we were like, okay, but before it starts, because we don't have any pictures together. And I'm gonna take credit for this because we are both free to take credit individually. Yvonne was like, I'm so glad you guys had pictures. And I was like,
yes,
my idea. Yes, we had a photographer. Stephanie, weren't you like, we don't need a photographer? No, we didn't need decorations, is what you said. We didn't need decorations.
I said we didn't need decorations. Yeah.
And then when that balloon arch was there, you were like,
I almost cried. It was beautiful. I did not leave that arch.
We didn't need decorations. I said, no. Francis and I were like, no, we need something. Mm-hmm. Anyway, yes, teamwork, collaboration. Because y'all would not come to Exodus Summit if it was just me.
Well, you've seen my meetups. Some of y'all have been to my meetups. What did? We sat at a table and ate food and left. Right? So he was like, okay, now look in each other's eyes, the photographer. Okay, now look in each other's eyes. Okay, now hold hands up in the sky.
They were ridiculous.
Like, okay.
We were like, all right. And we got some usable photos that do not look like we're in love. No, our photos all look like we're in love, but some don't look like wedding photos. There's a lot of like, now just stare at each other. Now hold each other. We were like, all right. We'll get something usable out of this. Okay, Linda, welcome to the membership. Okay. Latina, I'm going to explain everything in the Facebook group about how to ask the questions. It's going to be one post, one post.
Hold on.
Everything I'm going to explain it. It's going to be a post. It's going to be as clear as I can make it. I saw someone say that not everybody's in the Facebook group, so they may not be able to submit questions.
That's right.
You'll be able to ask questions live.
Yeah.
And we may not get to them.
Yeah.
There's no solution that's going to work for everybody. And so this isn't even part of the summit. This is me adding on extra work for myself.
Yeah.
I want y'all to hear that. This is me adding extra work for myself. It's not part of the way we normally do a summit, but I thought it would be a good idea to kind of get as many questions ahead of time that we can. So maybe we can put them into categories or combine some of them so that we have a more fluid question and answer period.
Yeah.
I'm trying to improve the experience. It's not going to work for everybody. I get it. Can we view the summit via our smartphones or digital devices? Yes. Yeah, just go to exodussummit.com and it'll take you there.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. On the day of the summit, everything will be there. It's magic.
All right. Oh, last session, we left stuff off the schedule. I will go back and correct that in a second. The last teaching session on not you, me. Don't worry about it. Has been the most popular one.
Yes.
Y'all want to know, they're making the money is fine, but what's the number for me? So Adelia, Mia's mama, Adelia Borshade, our good friend, another collaborator. Another one that I can tell all of my business ideas to, and she'll be like, because people will say things like, but you don't want to, I say this to her all the time, but you don't actually want to do that. Like, it sounds good to you, but you don't actually want to do that. And she'll be like, no, I don't know. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you need your friends in the business to say, no, that's not for me. That's not, or like,
that's customer service. You realize that's because do you want to be customer service?
Do you want to sign up for all this customer service? If not, okay, so she's going to talk to you about how much money is really enough putting a price on the life of your dreams. Yes. Right? So we're going to come with some math, come to all these sessions with a notebook and a pen. You know, a fancy tablet and a electronic, whatever, pencil, whatever you got. Bring a note-taking, bring some Post-it notes, whatever you have, bring a note-taking device, because you're going to have them. All right, here's what I forgot. I forgot to tell you that every morning there's a breakfast session.
Oh.
I forgot to tell you. Let me open it up now because I'm going to make up numbers and times in a minute. Every evening there is, well, not every evening. Friday we kick off with the kickoff call at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Saturday morning there's an 8:30 a.m. breakfast. Saturday evening there's a 7 p.m. happy hour. I will be drinking alcohol. You can drink whatever you want. I don't know. I can't call. In this house, I will need a drink because I'm sure the first days of a summit are always like a customer service extravaganza.
Yeah.
Be kind to us. Be kind to us.
Hey, Pam.
Because we are a lean team. Mm-hmm. Because by like day 3, there are going to be no customer service questions. Yeah. Day 1, y'all gonna show up and show out. So because of that, I definitely will be drinking a drink. You can drink whatever you want. Sunday morning, there's an 8:30 a.m. breakfast. There is no get together at evening. We're gonna have Jolyn in the evening talking to us about long-term trading. Monday morning, there is a 8:30 a.m. breakfast. It's all Eastern time. All the times are Eastern time. Mm-hmm. And then on Monday evening, we added a second happy hour / closing ceremony.
Closing time.
The things that are only for and there's the accountability session on Monday afternoon from 5 to 6:30 Eastern time. The accountability session, the Airbnb bonus session, the earning the salary you deserve bonus session, the 2 happy hours are only available to all access pass holders until we sell out of spots for people to show up live. And then they're only available to all access pass holders who bought before then. But right now, if you have a ticket, you're in there.
Yes.
It will be clear on the website that you do not get any of the interactive sessions.
That's right.
When we're out of them.
That's right. Once that particular ticket is sold out, you'll see that.
You can still buy the year of the replays, but when it's sold out, it's sold out. So if I were you, I would upgrade. But some of y'all are not me. 1 or 2 of y'all are not me.
Nirel has a question that I would like us to discuss.
Yes.
She wants to know if we're recording the happy hours. I had not planned to record the happy hours. And does anybody think that they would, if they couldn't come to the happy hour, would you watch the replay? Like, are y'all really gonna watch the replay of us just sitting and talking for an hour? I'm not planning to record them. So on that schedule, well, you don't have that. You don't know when the happy hours are. Rashida just told you the happy hours. Saturday the 8th at 7 Eastern time, which is 4 Pacific, and Monday the 10th at 7 Eastern time, 4 Pacific. That's when we have happy hours planned. I did not plan to record them. Seriously, would you? I don't think anybody would sit and watch that.
I think somebody would sit and watch it, but I don't know that we will. I have no idea. You're going to catch us probably at our worst on both days. The last day we're gonna be tired. The accountability session. I don't think the accountability group. No, we're not gonna record the accountability session. I definitely know that.
we can't
Because it's breakout sessions, so we can't record those.
Mm-hmm.
The bonus sessions will be recorded. The happy hour I hadn't even considered yet.
Yeah, I don't. So that if you're upset that you're going to miss the happy hour, okay, just join Rashida's membership. They do. Sometimes you drink in there, right? You just be sitting there. It's chill and relaxed conversation without the YouTube filter.
Yeah, everybody's saying no, don't record it.
Okay, yeah, we won't. I had not planned to. I hadn't planned to, mostly because I don't want to be crying on the internet for recorded.
Someone said, RM said, treat happy hours like Vegas. Yeah, so
yeah. Okay, that's what I had originally thought. Sorry, Nirel. If you're not going to be there, okay, I'm sorry. We'll miss you, but I hope you'll be there. That's it. A sad face.
And I do want you guys to realize this is exactly how the business happens. The collaboration happens. We hadn't thought about that. Let's figure it out. What makes the most sense? Recording it doesn't make sense.
I agree.
But yeah. No, weekend pass holders do not have access to the happy hours for the same reason that if weekend pass holders had access to the happy hours, we would not have happy hours because we can't. It's the number of people.
That's right.
We cannot get that number. The same way we're going to sell out of the same way everybody who gets an all access ticket will not be able to attend everything. Mm-hmm. There will be a cutoff date where they cannot. People who buy it after that date won't be able to attend the interactive sessions. Yeah. Weekend pass holders won't be able to attend either because there's just not enough space. Mm-hmm. And space costs.
Yes. Yes.
If you want to attend those, upgrade. The happy hour is not listed. The bonus
no.
Lisa said they're not. The interactive sessions aren't listed. The accountability session isn't listed, and the happy hours aren't listed, but the bonus sessions are listed. So
I need to figure out how to get them on the platform without them showing to. Well, I guess it's okay if they show to everyone.
Yeah, you just can't.
Yes.
You just won't get the information to attend.
I'll add them. Okay.
And you guys will not share the information to attend with other people.
Don't share.
Because then, and I want you guys to understand what we're saying. If there's a limited number of people who can attend, if you share it anywhere, even if it's in the group, the Facebook group, someone says, I don't have a link for it, and you drop the link in, that means that people who paid to attend won't be able to get in because there's limited space.
That's right.
And they're going to be on the phone talking about what? I want my money back. And I'm going to have to find out who owes them money.
Yes. Is that what you're going to do? Investigate, Rashida?
I'm going to investigate. Where do people come from? How y'all get this information? Who sent you? Who sent you? Right? Like we're not doing things, and nothing we do is to be malicious or to be stingy. You know, we're very generous people.
Yeah. But
if I pay for something and I can't access it, and especially if it's something like a happy hour, if it's not recorded, like you attend it in the moment or you don't.
Yep.
And I paid for it, and someone else who didn't pay for it took my spot. I would be quite upset. So we're not going.
You guys have done a good job.
You guys have done a really good job. You understand what we do. You understand what we do, but I just want you to make sure that you understand the background of what's happening here. That like you don't do something trying to be helpful that is actually harmful to the larger group. Like, I know you wouldn't do it. I know you wouldn't do a harmful thing purposefully, but sometimes in trying to help and not knowing all the background, these things can happen. All right.
I do want to address one more thing. I think I need to wrap up, but I do want to address one more thing. I saw a couple of comments. Can we volunteer for tickets? We don't do volunteers. Okay. So we do have women helping us. So thank you, Pam. Thank you, Francis. Thank you, Raven. Thank you, Clarice. We have women helping us. So you'll see them when they're in the inbox or whatever, but we don't do volunteers. We pay. This is a for-profit business. And we pay for things. We pay. So we do have help helping us. And Dion, if you want to upgrade now, if you have the weekend pass, go to your email and look for an email with the subject line upgrade. Okay. If you just bought your weekend pass within the last 24 hours, you may not have that email. Then email us, hello@exodussummit.com, and we'll send you the link to upgrade. But we have sent out the link to upgrade to everyone who bought before yesterday. Some of you yesterday. You have the link. Just look in the email. There's a link. It's a coupon. So when you go over, it'll automatically apply your purchase to the new purchase.
And
she is Nancy Drew. Rashida can investigate like nobody's business.
We're gonna have a talk. And Stephanie's gonna be like, don't say them things. And I'm gonna be like, no, these things need to be said. Anyway, I saw that someone asked if they got access to, if they have a weekend pass, do they get access to the opening session? Yes, that's not interactive. The opening session on video is going to be me, Stephanie, and our keynote speaker. Yes. So it's the sessions where everybody's on video, where we can't have everybody because it's just unmanageable, right? Mm-hmm. We can't have, we're going to be over 2,000 people.
Yeah. Yes.
And I'm not going to tell all 2,000 y'all to keep muting yourselves over and over and over again. Keep that in mind at the happy hour.
Yeah, over 60s, be on your best behavior. Try. Okay. Last year, the over 60 crowd was so rowdy. Okay. Deborah, so we interviewed Deborah Valerie. That video is in the process of going viral. We've got lots of views on it. So a lot of the over 60 crowd is over in Deborah's community, the 60 plus Black women expats community. So I may need to go over there before the summit and give them a good talking to, because they are just unruly on Zoom. But yeah.
YA asks, is this the final price for the tickets, or will they be going up again? It is the final price, but what you get may be different if we run out of spots in the interactive sessions, which means you'll be paying the same price for less, which I don't want to do. I don't want to do that, right? So get it now. What happens without fail is that someone who's either new to the community or has not been paying attention to what we're saying shows up and says, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I cannot run a business based on what you know and what you don't know. It's 2,000. It will be over 2,000 of you. Yeah. You not knowing doesn't mean I can kick someone who already bought the all access pass out. So now you can access, right? Like once we hit our limit, we hit our limit. You not knowing that we're going to cut it off at a certain point does not change the fact that we have to cut it off, or people who paid for it won't get access. So that was not directed at EYA. This is just in general. And because I've seen our inbox, not knowing. Listen, it's almost like I had no idea the prices were going to go up. Well, child. Well, guess what?
Then bought a ticket, right? Like, if you're going to buy the ticket, why don't just, right? If you're already going to buy the ticket anyway, just go ahead and buy the ticket. Why email us about how disappointed you are that the price went up?
Attitude. Saying things that I wouldn't say. Like there was a line in there, but I was like, I wouldn't say that to a stranger in the first email. Especially before when we've had no money. It doesn't.
I think she bought a ticket. I think she bought a ticket. Yeah, she just wanted us to know.
You didn't read her second email, did you?
Oh, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna go back. We'll do Detective Dabble.
No. Either we give her the old price or we refund her.
No, I didn't see it. Oh, okay.
Very clear. She bought a ticket. This is what's in our inbox right now.
Yeah.
It doesn't sit right with me that you raise the price. So I'm gonna buy a ticket, and either you give me a refund of the difference, or you refund me the whole ticket. Well, girl, you don't get a refund of the whole ticket.
Yes.
Like the price. Like
that's right.
Y'all have seen us saying the price is going up. Everywhere we can say it. If you didn't know, you didn't know. But like, you're not gonna come at me talking about what doesn't sit right with you and what you don't like and the way we do business, because you didn't know it was going up. Hi, if you're listening to this, I really mean every word I'm saying.
Yeah.
But you're probably not listening to this because you're not part of the community. Or you would have already known that the price is going up. No, it was, I need a free ticket, or you need to give me the original price. That's what it was. I need a free ticket. You need to get the original price. But she bought a ticket and said, you will reimburse me. You will refund me partially or a whole.
Once I get to a point in the email where I'm not doing, like, I'm not interested, I stop reading. Rashida will read every word. That's another difference.
I know your name. I can say the name right now because I know that it's burned in. Stephanie already archived it, and I was like, no, I need to respond and tell her money on her way back to her.
I stopped reading.
You're not coming to the summit.
I just
also, listen. When we talk about boundaries, here's what I'm talking about. Someone who raises your blood pressure before they give you money ain't gonna stop after.
It's not gonna get any better.
This is the best it's going to be. If this woman, this is why she cannot attend the summit. I'm going to give her money back. She cannot attend the summit because if she attended the summit, she would find her first line to us was, "It doesn't sit right with me that you raise your prices."
That's what she said.
She would be in the summit talking about what she doesn't like and this and that and that. And you would be more stressed than the ticket is worth to us.
Yeah.
And so you don't get to come. And I don't, this is not something I do regularly, but the lady said, either you honor the original price or you refund me completely. Well, baby, like you gave me 2 options.
Done.
Done. We're not doing this. We're not, like, you can't come at me incorrect from the beginning and think you're going to get your way. And that's what we see a lot of from people outside of our community. And that's where we say, like, there are certain people who just can't attend our events because you don't know how to talk to people. Yeah. Or you think that, like, coming at us any kind of way gets you whatever you want. Yes. And we're kind, we're not nice. No. Not like that. So
I'm fine with that.
I said, I'll take a refund. Let me make sure Stephanie sees it first. And then I knew Stephanie saw it because it was no longer, I couldn't find it in the unread or the read. I left it in the unread so Stephanie would see it. And then I couldn't find it unread or unread. I said, she's hiding that from me, but I know. Stephanie didn't, but I said the lady didn't get a refund yet. So Stephanie didn't address it. So we have to address it.
Right.
We have to address it and tell her.
I didn't finish reading it.
I'll be writing and I'll be reading. And that's why I hold the grudges and she don't, because she just don't read it. I remember her. She gets nothing. It's like, your price went up. Doesn't sit right with me. You need to give me a free ticket or honor the original. I don't even know you. I don't know where you came from. You're not part of our family. You just showed up. You don't sit right with you? Okay. So all that to say, you build the business you want to have.
Yes.
Yes, Shauna, she's entitled to her feelings.
Yes.
Over there somewhere, doing something else next weekend. Not because these are the people who would be in there in the comments.
All weekend.
Unhappy about something. If your first line if y'all get a client coming in the door and the first thing they say, they mad at you, it's not worth it.
Set her free. I do that in YouTube comments. I'm like, listen, it's not going to get any better. You're not going to like, if you don't like that, you're not going to like anything I have to say. People are like, oh, Black women shouldn't travel solo. I'm like, listen, if that's what's upsetting you, you're not going to like anything. Set yourself free. You can go, right? Be happy someplace else.
You're going to refund. Okay. Let me holler at this refund. How are you unhappy all weekend? Yes. You showing up unhappy. You didn't get what you wanted.
That's right.
Okay. Anyway, those are people. Those are not our people. Y'all are our people. Oh, you know what we didn't do?
What?
Give away more tickets.
Okay.
Yes, we only gave away non-needs-based tickets. We're giving away needs-based tickets here too. Or are we doing that a different way?
It was 2.5 hours. Are y'all still here?
They're still here.
Is anybody still here who needs any tickets?
Still here. Okay. So we're going to give away 2 needs-based tickets. And then we're going to tell you how to get other tickets. When we say needs-based, we mean the only way you would get to this ticket level is if someone else pays for it for you. Mm-hmm. The only way you can get it. We're going to do this. We're going to do these 2. They're going to be nice, quick, and easy, and then we're going to get out of here.
Okay.
All right. First is a weekend pass. I'm going to read the rules again because some of y'all are going to be new. You're not going to remember. You cannot enter more than once. It's going to be a number from 1 to something. You can only enter 1 time. What are my rules? All right, you have to be a Black woman. If you show up and you're not a Black woman, what's going to happen? You're going to get the boot. You cannot transfer the ticket. The winner has to be here and the winner has to use it, right? And you cannot get a refund. If you've already bought a ticket, you do not get a refund. So right now we're doing the weekend pass. When we get to the all access pass, if you have not bought a ticket at all, you get the whole all access pass. If you have bought a weekend pass, you get the value of the upgrade, right? You do not get the whole shebang. You don't get a refund. All right.
Go ahead and enter Fatima. So just Fatima, go ahead and enter. If you right now are not coming to Exodus Summit because you cannot buy a ticket, go ahead and enter. Okay.
All right. So we're going to do a number from 1 to 500. Weekend pass. So if you already have a weekend pass, you're not entering. If you already have an all access pass, you're not entering because you don't need a weekend pass.
We're talking to you, Halisi.
And Shauna. Y'all actually in the comments. Stop it. I think I might have seen Greta too. I don't know. All right. So you don't have to tell us your reason.
No.
I'm not going to ask to see your taxes, baby. I do not care. We trust you. Y'all play around too much. 1 to 500. 1 to 500 in the comments. If the only way you can get to Exodus Summit is if someone else gets you a ticket. 1 to 500 in the comments. Steph, in the private chat, please.
All righty. And
thank you for the super chats. And we'll put that towards tickets.
Yes.
Oh, and we didn't do our Cash App. This is the last day.
This is the last day for Cash App.
Last day. Can you drop that in the comments, Steph?
Will do right now.
Okay, so you can still donate money, but we have to cut it off after a certain point because if we spend all this time giving away, we're not doing the other things we need to do. So if we tickets to an event that's not really happening. We haven't done all the other things because we're spending so much time doing this. So we have to have a cutoff. All right, I see the number. I'm going to tell you that right now it's no more numbers. So no more entries. All right, I wrote that in.
Shauna's using the summit to jump off her stand-up comedy business.
Listen, y'all play too much. All right, no more entries.
Okay.
0.0003. Y'all play entirely too much. Yes, Francis said, like the video, please give it a like, give it a thumbs up. So our other people in our universe see it. All right. Stephanie's number was 211. I've already cut off the entries. Yep. You see where to donate. Yep. Does anybody have? I saw 222. That was PIE management. PIE management. Does anybody get closer to 211 than 222? Y'all play too much in these comments, I tell y'all. I think it might be that 222.
Good. All right.
Yep, that was it. Okay, so who was that?
PIE management.
That's who it was. That was a weekend pass. Email us at hello@exodussummit.com. We really mean it. Don't DM us individually or thingy because we're not on that this week.
That DM will be there next year. It'll still be there next year.
It will still be there, unread. At this point, there's nothing to DM Exodus Summit about, and there's nothing to DM us about. Everything goes to emails, hello@exodussummit.com. Everything. All right. An all access pass. We've given away 9 weekend passes.
Wow.
2 all access passes.
Oh, good.
Okay, so we're going to do an all access pass now. The rules, same as before. You can have a weekend pass and win. you will not get a refund. All right? You cannot give a ticket away. It cannot be transferred. You must be a Black woman. All right. Are y'all ready? Y'all ready to win? Now, this is needs-based. The only way you could get an all-access pass, the only way you could get into the all-access group is if you get this ticket from us. Oh, and when you email us, make sure you tell us what your name here is on YouTube. Tell us your YouTube name.
The screen name.
Please, so that I have your screen name down. I have all the screen names down. All right. So the only, be honest with yourself. If you could afford to buy your own ticket, don't enter.
Please.
Please. Thank you very much.
Thank
All right.
you.
Who's up? You're up. Put a number in private chat between 1 and we're going to do 300 this time. 1 and 300. Y'all go. Between 1 and 300. I see a whole lot of ready in there.
Mm-hmm. You know, there's a little delay. Don't yell at people, Rashida.
I'm not yelling. Stephanie always thinks I'm freaking out on people, and I'm not. I just.
All right.
Okay, I see Stephanie's number. I freak out on people when they deserve it.
Yes, you go.
You know.
Yes.
All right, I see a close one. All right. How come Halisi always first with the BS? Always.
She's in the future.
Remember, she's in the future. That's how she's always first.
Mm-hmm.
She's in the future.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess it's what, 7? It's nighttime there. 7:30, 7:40. Yeah, she's in the future. She's already watched this video.
All right, so I'm going to cut it off now. After when I write no more entries, I'm writing now no more entries, and you could only
wait.
one time. All right.
They're coming in so quick. I don't think we've given them enough time.
On the computer, they're not. On your slow phone, they are.
Oh, let me see. Oh, no.
We're already getting good lucks and stuff. All right, no more entries.
Okay, sorry. Okay.
Shauna entered again for the 74th time. All right, so my no more entries is right under Letitia's entry. Letitia, you were not close enough, but let me see who was. I already had somebody. Stephanie's number was 88.
88. My favorite number. Do you guys have favorite numbers? 8 is my favorite number. Thank you.
Don't try to use this next time we have a giveaway.
Oh.
Okay, I see Natasha Moore at 99. Who's closer than 99? Who's closer to 88?
I saw an 81, but I don't remember.
Oh, did you?
Candace Johnson has 81.
I don't see her yet. Oh, I see a 97. Kella Murphy. But let me see. Where's 81? Candace Johnson, 81. Anyone closer than Candace? So she's 7 away. I think that was it.
I think that's it. Because the 90 was a what? 97? Just a little bit
99 and a 97. So the 81 is closer. So that was Candace Johnson.
Oh, congratulations, Candace. Welcome.
All access pass. All access pass. All right. Okay, so here's the next step. Let me write this down. This is important. This is the instructions on how to get a needs-based ticket if you did not win one here. Slow down. Slow down. Okay. You're a Black woman. The ticket is for yourself. The only way you can attend is if someone else buys the ticket for you. This is not a free ticket.
No.
Here's the thing. If we give you a ticket and you don't show up, we might never know.
No.
But if we do, because we can find out, you're not never going to get nothing from us again. Because your name will be burned into my brain. And I take care of the giveaways. So we really mean it. Like, do not get a ticket and not come. If you think there's any, even if it's like the last day and you're like, if you're like on Friday, like I got this ticket, but I can't use it, we can find a way to give it away to somebody else. But don't take a ticket and take a spot from a woman and then not show up.
That's right.
You will literally, like, that is Stephanie's pet peeve.
Okay.
But she's not going to Nancy Drew it. I might Nancy Drew it and put you on a list.
Yeah.
Right? Because, and we feel, if these were just freebies, we might feel like whatever, it doesn't matter.
Right.
Women spent money on this.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Women spent money on these tickets, and they are giving you a ticket. They are gifting you a ticket. And so, if you play games, if you don't use these tickets, if you show up with an ungenerous spirit, going on a list. Anyway, so I'm really excited for you guys. But before you email me, I think that sometimes people hear free and they're just like, email, without thinking about the consequences. So a lot of these women we get in cash apps from all kinds of women. We appreciate it because you're doing for your sisters. And I want your sisters to accept that with gratitude. So, you're going to send us an email.
Yes.
You are going to say, you do not need to tell us your story.
No.
You don't need to tell us your story. If you're writing me an email, include something so I know it is a needs-based request. Something like, this is a needs-based request, or I cannot buy a ticket, right? Like, but why you cannot buy a ticket is not my business.
No.
This is not a scholarship application. It's not. You're going to write us an email. You're going to say, I can't buy a ticket. I would like a gifted ticket, right? You're going to be as polite as you can. Some people miss that.
Yes. Use your manners.
Ticket request, some people use that. Yeah. They lose that completely.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's a real person reading this, and your email sounds rude. You're probably not getting a ticket. There will be real people reading this, and if your email sounds rude, you probably won't be getting a ticket.
That's right.
I don't know how to say that. Like,
that's right.
Whatever. Okay, so you're gonna email us at hello@exitsummit.com. Tell us you would like a ticket. There will be all access passes, and there will be weekend passes. There will be more weekend passes than all access passes. If you specifically want a ticket, like I have a weekend pass, but I'd really like an upgrade in the nicest way possible, say that, but you may not get that, right? If you already have a ticket, you may not get an upgrade, but you might. We don't know how many people are going to email us.
That's right.
Right? So email us. It is going to be as of, I'm going to call it 12:30 my time. That was 20 minutes ago, but as of 12:30 my time, that's the top of the list. Anyone who emailed before, you have to email us again after 12:30 because you are not at the top of the list. Oh no, Francis, I'm going to disagree. If they sent a needs-based request before, when I said do not send us a request, that didn't count because I said don't send us an email yet. I'm sorry to tell you.
No, but you didn't have to.
Email us again.
Okay.
12, because we're starting at a certain time. This
Okay.
time we're doing it in order of the emails we get.
Okay.
These will start at the top.
Okay.
Because they listened and followed instructions.
Okay.
But if we can get to everybody who sent us an email, we'll get to everybody. We will get to everybody. But if we can't, the people who are emailing us right now are at the top of the list. So if you emailed us before, pretend that didn't happen and send us an email right now.
You got it, Kelly? Kelly V? Ahorito.
Now.
All right.
All right. So send us the email. Tell us what you want. If you want a specific ticket, like you already have an all access pass, you already have a weekend pass, you want an all access pass, feel free to tell us that. It might be granted, it might not be. Yeah. There will be no refunds. You cannot come to us later like, oh no, I want a refund. If you already have purchased a ticket, you're definitely not getting a refund because if you already purchased a ticket, you can afford a ticket, right?
Right.
There may be other things you can't afford, right? But we're doing that. Okay, so emailing, top of the list, we're going to go in order starting now.
Good.
because there's no other way to like besides order. Because
No.
we don't want like giving us a sob story is not going to change anything.
No. This is not a begging. We're not asking you to beg us for these tickets, right? Just tell us you would like the gifted ticket. That's
You'd like
it.
the ticket. Tell us some version if you can't afford it, right? Like I can't buy it. It's fine, right? But we don't need the why.
All right.
Email us at hello@exodussummit.com. And that's it.
That's it.
That's it. All right, friends, this was a great one. This went a lot longer. I was supposed to start my membership live 20 minutes ago. I thought this was going to be a 2-hour live, but clearly we'll be talking, y'all. All right, but I think this is the last live before we get together on Friday.
Yes. Yes. So next time we get together, we will be in the summit. We will be ready to learn how to make our move abroad money. Yes.
Yes. Ella, if you go to Exodus, anyone who wants to know what's included in the replays, go to our website because it's exodussummit.com because it depends on what ticket you have. The replays are available until November 21st. If you have the weekend pass, they're available for a year if you have the all access pass. Everything will be available except for the breakfasts and the happy hours. Everything else will be recorded and available.
Yes, replay. Yes.
For the replay.
Yes.
All right. Okay, so we will see you guys on Friday. I don't think I'll be on the internet before Friday. I will be crying. I didn't send an email to the membership. It's in the community. The YouTube community is how you find out about what's going on with the membership and the live. Anything else, Steph?
No, thanks for hanging out, guys. And thanks again for being so generous and so wonderful and so kind. Thank you.
Yes. Looking forward to seeing you guys this weekend.
Yes.
hello@exodussummit.com. Shauna.
We got to go. Is Shauna in the membership? We got to go.
Yes, she is. I'm about to cuss you out, Shauna.
Okay.
Membership, we're happening right now. Right now, membership. I'm gonna go. About to get it. Bye, y'all.
Okay. Bye, guys. Okay. I'm still live. Does she know that? And now I will take over the channel. Can y'all still see me? I don't think. Are we still live? Am I still live? Would you like me to? Maybe not. Okay, hi. All right. So what should I tell you about Rashida? What secrets can I tell you about Rashida that you don't know? Okay. Oh, ooh, let me